All right, bro. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
Been supposed to be here.
I know. When was the first time you flop again? You want to explain that one?
Shoot. Where was I?
I can tell you right now.
I don't even remember.
You don't remember, right?
I don't remember.
Something about cleaning up the house?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I was caught cleaning up the house.
Yeah. How many hours did that take again?
That took a bit still. That took a bit
Man, I
still.
had to do a deep clean on the fucking hardwood floors.
I did still. Second time, I don't even remember.
Yeah. Because your ass drink too much. Boy, we're going to have to work on that. You know what I'm saying?
It's your boy, KPRIZY.
Yes, sir. I'm Randy. This is the Match My Energy podcast. This is a very ambitious project that I had for a very long time now. I know a lot of people, they're probably going to DM me saying, yo, now you're starting? It took this long? All right, listen. Putting things like this together takes time, and a lot of times these things don't work out. That's the reality with these things. The reason why this took so long specifically is because, A, I wasn't sure how I wanted to go about this. I'm not going to lie. There were so many avenues I wanted to go down. And to choose one avenue, I was not too sure if it would work. So it was kind of my fault why it took so long. But at the same time, when I was trying to build a team to get this together, I'm not trying to blame anybody, but it's just the timelines did not match up. That's the reality of the situations. A lot of
like
times,
an incursion.
Exactly. There's things that just happen, and you can't There's a lot of times there's nothing you can do. Like, I originally had the idea that I could make this a one-man show as a solo project. But my thing is that if I did it as a solo project, I wouldn't think it would really sustain itself, because if it's just me all the time and not anyone else around the table, it would get boring fast, no matter what kind of topic I would have. On top of that, when it comes to runtime and everything, my goal for this is have it run at least around an hour or so. If I go for 2 hours, that's great. 1 hour, that's fine. Hour 30, perfect. But I want to reach an hour mark. So I don't think I would have much topics or insight or information I could share that could run along for 1 hour. Especially if I'm sitting here by myself. I've tried it before. The max I went was around 20, 30 minutes. But after that, it didn't work. Exactly. It started to drag out. And the goal is not to have it drag out, you know? So I had to sit back a little bit and really figure out what I wanted to do for this. And as you see looking around, I kind of figured it out. We have a little set design here. Of course, it's not the greatest set design, but it's something we can start with so we can build upon this. Because the goal is to build something here. We want to build something for people to come in, watch, listen, whatever. My goal for this podcast is to really first build a group of people where we can actually work together and get things done together, whether if it's business ventures, trips, anything. I'm trying to build I'm trying to build a group, for lack of better term, right now. Cause right now, especially right now in life, we're in 2023 right now. Okay? So trust and believe me, my thing that I have with the years starting from 2020 is this. 2020 was an overall just a pandemic. It was an illness type of thing. So we had in lockdown that was more for people getting sick and all that. So we had to stay inside. We had to lock in. We had to stay put basically. So that's the kind of lockdown we had in 2020. 2021 now was a mental illness lockdown, because now that we're stuck inside, what are we going to do day by day, hour by hour, second by second, week by week, month by month? What are we going to do? A lot of people were really
tripping.
Not even just tripping, we were faced with the biggest challenge of our life. And it was the fact that we just had to stay put and wait. And that's basically what 2021 was. We did go outside. We were free from the lockdown, but then we went back in it again. So it really tested us more. Now when it comes to 2022 is that now we're outside. We have all this time that we lost, and we're trying to catch up. So this is based on my analysis and what I've seen, my observation, if you will. For 2022, I think it was more of a physical lockdown, because when you think about it, when it comes to everyone's overall health, a lot of the times especially from what I've seen personally through 2021, is that a lot of people weren't paying attention to their health. So a lot of people, even though like the pandemic and everything is not gone, it's not gone, but like we went through it, we survived it. People were still getting sick for other reasons. And a lot of times it's because of the lack of control or the lack of like time they put in on themselves for their health. So like I said, like 2021 is the mental health. So like you really have to like lock in and really focus and really like try to like cope with what you're going through and try to like hang on or survive. Yeah. 2022 was more like, all right, we outside now. We get to do whatever the fuck we want.
We outside.
Exactly, that type of shit. So now when you look at 2023, right now we're in April of 2023, and right now we are in a financial lockdown. Okay.
For the next 4 years. For the next.
Not like definitely for the next 4 years, but I think 2024 it might be a whole other thing. Yeah. Every other year was a whole other thing.
I think there's a lot of that's a whole other topic.
Exactly.
That I know that like I have so much to talk about when it comes to that.
Is like we're really being tested right now. I think that's the best way to sum it up.
It's only getting worse, to be honest.
Yeah, so going back to what this podcast is about is that I'm trying to build, let's just say I'm trying to build an avenue. I'm going to start off with building an avenue for people to pass through. To, just sprinkle some shit on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know a lot of people are probably going to ask me, what makes you stand out from the rest? And the best way I can describe that is that I'm the one controlling this. And now I know it doesn't make sense, especially if you're a newcomer here. But if you know me, I'm not your average motherfucker. I am not your average guy. I know growing up I was more the quiet person. Let's just say I was quiet for a reason, because I knew one day I was going to be talking a lot. I didn't necessarily think it was for this. I knew I was going to be saying some shit from what I've seen. I didn't think it was going to be this, but I knew for a fact that I will be talking a lot later on in my life. And people that know me from the past know that he's talking for a long time right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, he has some shit to say. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm trying to build an avenue. Let's start with avenue first, and then we're going to start building our homes. So I'm going to build this into a home eventually for people to really come in. Take your shoes off, get a seat, go cook some food. You're going to sit down, enjoy. Whether if you're listening or watching, It's my time right now. You're going to give me some of your time. And you're going to... I'm not trying to, like, force y'all, but you're going to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? So, and then after building it into a home, building into a duplex. Meaning, these chairs are going to start opening up. I want to bring more people in here. I want to, not necessarily interview, but have conversations with different individuals from different avenues or different walks of life. Another reason why I'm doing this is because the conversations that I've had in the past, I found were very meaningful conversations, and I it's not necessarily like I feel selfish for holding on to them. It's not like I can share it with everyone, but I want people to start seeing the conversations that I have with other individuals, especially on here, because I feel like a lot of people, you're not going to only learn, but you're going to understand a little bit more about me. I'm not that regular funny guy. Like, I'm not the boring individual that likes to sit in the corner of a classroom, or like, I'm not that nerd in the class to just get all the work done and all that shit. I am a different individual. There's a reason why my name on Instagram is called The Original Anomaly, okay? And yes, I know it has 2 L's, but the reason why it has 2 L's is that my full name has 2 L's. Anyway. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for the people I can bring in here. I'm excited for the conversations that I'm going to have here, as well as you guys are going to see and hear, because I do eventually want to put this on Spotify as well and other platforms for public consumption. Definitely. So I have high hopes for this, and this is a very ambitious project. Thanks. And I've really relayed this to a lot of different people that this is not going to be a regular kind of, like...
We gonna get deep.
what he said. Like, don't get into, like, I'm gonna have the deep and meaningful conversations. I'm open to all conversations. I don't discriminate. Whatever you want to talk about, I'm with it. Okay, I'm gonna have my 2 cents to say about that. I will also want to challenge people on their topics and really dive deep into things that we don't really talk about enough. There's a lot of things we don't talk about a lot, and I feel like not enough people are being challenged. I'm not trying to argue. There's a difference. I'm not trying to argue. I'm trying to challenge you and really dig out your intentions for whatever it is that you're passionate about. So, like I said, I'm really excited for this shit. I'm really excited. Like, the things I can do, the things I can say. Fair warning, I do like to say a lot of fuck shit. Just, I'm saying it from now. I do like to
say a lot of fuck shit over here. You feel me?
That part. So
what's our first topic? What's the first topic,
bro? So it's been a while, but I do want to talk about the Nashville shooting a little bit.
The what shooting?
The one in Nashville.
Oh,
I believe it was
crazy.
someone of, how do I explain this without getting flagged or banned, or because I just started, I don't want to get canceled. So we had an individual just open fire on a lot of people. I think it was around a school, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was in school.
It was, yeah, so in a school, and I'm just not a fan of this, like, the violence for kids, like the things kids have to go through nowadays. It's just, I personally do not like it.
See, the problem, I think, is that it falls down to the government or the president of wherever that area is, wherever your area is, because, like, gun control is so important, because nowadays, like, those locations like Nashville, like Texas, a lot of state places, you can carry a gun, right? And especially I get it, especially Texas. Like, you can carry a gun and fine, cool, but, like, it's like, what if something just clicks into your brain and you're just like, shoot, I want to just go light it up. A girl tells a guy, oh, I don't want to talk to you, or a girl's like, I'm tired of being bullied. Like, it's just like, when you don't have, like, gun policies in place to protect people, it really falls down to the government of that country or the mayor of that town on doing something. And I feel like there's not much being done when it comes to gun control, to be honest.
What is there to do, though? Because that's kind of what America's built upon.
I know, but, I mean, everybody could get a gun.
Yeah, especially in America. It's harder to get a gun around here.
Exactly. In America, it's anybody can get a gun, which is why I think they need to be more tough and more strict on the gun control.
But the problem is that they have a lot of policies and a lot of laws that are around guns.
Yeah, and they need to add more that are preventing people from just getting it. Because how is a 10-year-old going to get a gun, or how is a 15-year-old going to go get a gun and walk into school and shoot it up? There's only a few ways for a kid that age can get a gun. Either they got it from an older person who has a gun, or they went to a gun shop and the guy's like, yeah, you want to do that? And he must be sick in his head to give a kid a gun, right? Or 3, stealing it off somebody. Like, those are the only ways that I could see a kid getting a gun.
So, okay, I'm gonna challenge you a little bit on that. So, there are 2 things that can be related back to. Do you think it's related back to mental health, or is it more related back to the environment that they are around?
To be honest, when it comes to mental health and the environment, it's a thin line. Like, for me, like, I know a lot of other people they're not really religious or spiritual, but me, I'm more of the religious type of person towards this. And my standpoint on it is, yes, it does have something to do with mental illness, but I also think that, this is my personal belief, I believe that a lot of those kids get slightly possessed, and it acts up with their mental illness and causes them, because a lot of those mental illness people, they say they hear voices, right? Oh, oh, the voice told me to go do this, or the voice told me to go do that. And when you look at a lot of the people that shot up schools that didn't end up killing themselves because they got caught, they we ask them why'd you do it, and they don't even the ones who don't even get bullied don't even have an answer why they didn't do it. They just want to shoot up a school. Like they don't have any reasons, and those people that don't have any reasons, I think are the ones that are actually possessed. Like I think it's far deeper than mental health.
I disagree because I still think bullying definitely is involved with these things.
Of course.
The whole possession. I understand where you're coming from, the possession thing, and I feel like that's a whole different concept, question, conversation, anything. Like it's a whole different monster that you would have to deal with this on a whole separate episode. So, my thing is like, bullying is a portion, mental health is a portion, their environment is a portion. I think.
So what about those? So I'm gonna challenge you now. So what about those kids that come from good homes, that don't have that bad environment, that were stable and not getting bullied, that go into schools and shoot it up.
Well, when it comes to that, then it's based on the environment that they're in.
But
at that point,
but they're with rich families. Or not even just rich families. They're just with good families. There should be no reason why they get the idea to go shoot up a school.
Well, the reality nowadays is that when it comes to having like children,
yeah,
especially in today's society, a lot of parents aren't really like giving their children the right guidance that they need to really understand what life is and how to go through life. Because I feel like if you're going to go and do that, that means you're missing some information or some guidance overall that you would have needed to avoid that situation.
Like what? You kill shootings. You know what a gun does. It kills somebody. Like what? Like you know, people are gonna die. There's no need for guidance of like you shouldn't have to. Oh, if you use a gun, you're gonna shoot somebody. Like you're gonna kill. You could kill somebody. Like there's no even need for guidance. It's self-explanatory. So if you're not having any of those issues, and you're going into school and shooting somebody, then
here's the thing, though. It might be self-explanatory for a lot of people, but keep in mind, those people were raised right. You gotta keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from with the rich families and, like, you know, family-oriented type people, but you gotta keep that in mind, especially for the younger kids going through grade school. When it comes to grade school, here's one of the biggest problems, especially right now, because they're being taught a lot of different things in school, and it doesn't really, like, reciprocate with the rest of, like, how you're supposed to go through life. The parents are away from the kids for about 8 hours of the day.
Yeah.
And this is excluding the parents going to work. So say like the kid goes to school for around what? They go for school to like 8 a.m. to what? 3 or 4 a.m. Then they would either stay back an extra hour longer.
Yeah.
And then come home, or they come home after. But here's the thing. A lot of parents are working, especially if they're from a working class environment.
Yeah.
They won't be home a lot of the times when the kid comes home, or one of the parents will be home when the kid comes home, right?
Fair enough.
So, my point is that the parents aren't there enough, and you got to keep in mind especially when it comes to guns. We have the certain video games out there that is very heavily gun oriented, right?
That's facts.
Keep in mind, they're away from the parents. When they come home, they barely talk to the parents. They might sit around the dinner table and chat with the parents.
Yeah.
But as soon as they're done conversating, what they do? They go turn on the game system.
Yeah, fair enough.
And they're on there, shooting.
I do believe the games play a part.
Games definitely play a part. I don't care what anybody says.
They do.
Because it's not showing the intention, but I think the games are giving you an open world experience of what could happen.
And if you're not smart enough,
it's going to spark your curiosity.
Yeah. But another thing too, like I'll use an example. There was a show that I watched called Evil on Paramount. It's an amazing show. Go watch it. Super amazing. There was an episode part where this guy, he's basically possessed, but he basically tells this kid tries to talk to this girl at a restaurant or a coffee shop, and she's just being nice, and he's like, oh, I think you're really attractive. Can I take you on a date? And she turns him down nicely, right? And then he keeps asking, and then after that's when she starts being rude about it, like, no, can you please go? You're being weird. So now what happens is, that guy went to the guy that's possessed is a therapist. So the kid now went to the guy that's a therapist to talk about it. And that guy basically told him, like, you know what you want to do? He's like, you know what? He's like, I'm tired of these girls thinking that they can do whatever. He's like, this is what I want you first up to do. You're going to go to the gym, and you're going to point a gun at every girl in there, the girl's gym, and come back to me and tell me how that feels with your 2 fingers. So he went to the gym now, right? And every girl that he's seen there, he took a gun and he kept going. And then
The therapist said this?
The therapist said that, yeah. But remember, the therapist is possessed.
Oh.
Yeah. So the therapist told the kid that. So the kid now comes back and tells him about it, and he was like, how did that make you feel? He's like, it makes me feel powerful, like powerful. And then he's like, okay, so now it's time for the real deal. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go get a gun, and you're actually gonna go do that. You're gonna show these girls that they need us guys to listen to. So now the kid goes and gets the gun, right? And he's at home in the mirror, ends up shooting himself. But ends up shooting himself.
Are you for
real? Yeah, in the show.
In the foot?
Yeah, no, in the head by accident, because he didn't take it off safety. So he tried to by accident.
So he killed himself.
Yeah.
Before he got the task done.
Before he got the task done.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, it's like, there's people out there that do manipulate kids and just give them an idea. When you give somebody an idea to do something, it's up to the person to act out on it, right? So if a person's coming from a good home and is not having any issues at all, just a simple like video games or a simple thing they could see on TV, someone says, you want to feel powerful? Go do this. Or even somebody from outside that doesn't even have anything to do with them at all says, you know what, one day I just felt like just shooting up a bunch of kids. Oh. Yeah, how do you do that? Then they get intrigued. So it's not really more of like a mental illness. It's more of a like you said, curiosity type thing, like, oh, let's do it. But if you know what's gonna happen and you're doing it, then you're just doing it on purpose. So you're either doing it on purpose or you're possessed. like that's how I look at it as.
No, I get it. I have one of my topics that okay. What I'm about to talk to you about is something I've been talking to a lot of different people about for a very long time. But before I do that, I know a lot of people are going to hear the word curiosity and not understand why we're saying that. My thing when it comes to curiosity is that the one thing that can really bring down the human race is someone's curiosity. The more curious you are about something, is the deeper down the rabbit hole you're going to get. And it's going to get worse from there. Because there's so many things I can relate it back to, but I feel like I have to leave that for a Patreon episode. Yeah. And yes, there will be a Patreon episode because, like I said, I want to have all conversations. I'm not scared to have those conversations. It's about where you want to put these conversations because you don't want to spark outrage and all that extra bullshit from something you said that probably someone shouldn't have seen. Right? That's a whole other topic. Okay? But I'm here. I'm on it. I want to make this equal. I want to make this fair. So I want to, I want to make this balanced. You know what I mean? Yeah. Balance is important. Yeah. I prefer saying balance over equal or equality, to be honest. Cause when it comes to equality, Patreon. Shoot. But curiosity is just an interesting topic because we don't use that enough. No. Especially today. But I feel like right now it's something that we should really be using as a word that we should be using because when they say curiosity kills the cat, that's some real shit. No cat. Yeah, really.
No pun intended.
Yeah, exactly. But what I wanted to get into is I wanted to talk about therapy a little bit. Kind of going off topic, but I've had this conversation with a lot of other black people, so I'm trying to bring out us going to therapy. Like, we definitely should. A lot of black people don't do it enough. I have one major pushback though. one very important pushback that I think we all should keep in our minds. Because, okay, when it comes to therapy, right?
Yeah.
How do you see the timeline of therapy working? Meaning, how long do you think therapy should take?
It really falls down to the person. Every individual is different.
Okay. Next question is therapy supposed to be an endless kind of session?
No. To be honest, I feel like it should. Well, I feel like it really depends on how much issues you have going on in your life. It could actually be endless. But sometimes even if you're fine, like going to a therapist just to do like a checkup. So I guess no, I guess yeah, it should be endless because I think for our mental health, we should always be checking in to a therapist or somebody at some point to discuss things in our life just to make sure that we are doing okay.
Now, before I go into my take, I only have one more question.
Mm-hmm.
You think therapy is for everyone?
Yeah, I do. I do think therapy is for
You
everyone.
think everyone should be going into therapy?
Yeah, and the reason why the reason why everybody should, because therapy is so important and it's so helpful. I remember for a long time I didn't want to do therapy. I did therapy for the first time a couple of years ago, and it was so. It was good to talk to somebody, right? And like I already knew the things that I needed to do to better myself. Like everything that she said is the things that I was doing, but what made the difference is that sometimes when you tell yourself to do stuff, it doesn't really resonate with you until somebody else tells you to do it.
Okay, I'm gonna go into my take now. Because everything I'm hearing is like what we talked about before, but it's like it's go time. Here's my biggest issue. Okay, I'm not trying to disrespect therapy. I've been to therapy about 4 times already. Mm-hmm. Okay, I like the idea of therapy. Mm-hmm. My thing with therapy is that I think therapy should have an end date.
Why should I have an end date?
I don't think therapy should be everlasting or long term. Therapy, the goal for therapy is basically when you go into therapy, you're given opportunities. Because I don't want to label it as anything bad. I don't want to label it as like tasks or goals. Like, no, I'm not saying goals either because you won't always meet your goals. Mm-hmm. So I'm labeling them as opportunities. When it comes to therapy, you're given opportunities. And with those opportunities, it is up to you to decide what you're going to do with these opportunities.
Fair enough.
Okay? The goal for therapy is that you're not supposed to have someone to sit there and tell you what you're supposed to do. That's not what therapy is. Therapy is to give you the ideas or the opportunities that therapist think you need, and then your job is to go out there and to figure out or at least get some understanding of what they were talking about.
No. Of course, that's a part of it. We have to also remember therapy. One of the main things about therapy is to find the root of the problem.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, they have to find the root of the problem before they could even do those steps on what the therapist said or what you have to do for yourself to find out. You have to find out where the root of the problem is. If you don't find the root of the problem and you're just the therapist says, "Yep, you need to do this, and that," and then you go out and try to do it, it's not gonna make a difference because you still didn't reach the root of the problem why you're feeling this certain type of way.
My thing is that I understand you're supposed to find the root of the problem, but we live in a very sensitive environment. Mm-hmm. Okay? A lot of people will hear the root of the problem, but will they really listen?
The root of the problem?
They will hear what the therapist is talking about when it comes to getting to the root of the problem. They will understand the opportunities that they get. Do they always listen?
No, but that also falls down to how much a person wants to better themselves. If you want to stay in the same pattern and keep going through the same issues, then fine, don't listen to a therapist. Cool. do you. But if you're really looking to improve yourself and better your life, you're gonna listen to a therapist. That's how I look at it. It falls down to how much you want to improve your life.
My overall question then is that in a society where a lot more people are promoting therapy more than ever,
Yeah.
why is it that more people are more hurt or more, not necessarily like hurt, but like they're more undecided, they're more confused, they're more lost?
Because the truth is, we think we have all the answers, and we don't. And even though therapy would give us actual answers, we
That's
don't
not
want.
the goal, though. The goal is not to give you the answers.
No, I know, no.
No, I'm just restating.
Yeah, but
I'm just restating.
But also, like, if you look at it like this, like when we think we have all the answers, we go out and we do things
Based on what we know.
Based on what we know, and it might actually be hurting us instead of bettering us. And then, how far of hurting yourself do you get to a point where you're like, dang, like now I need somebody to tell me what to do? Like, how many trials and errors? It's better to solve
If you're going to therapy, you're supposed to be cutting down those trial and errors.
Of course, but not a lot of people are going to therapy anymore because we think we have the answers.
No, a lot more people are going to therapy nowadays more than ever. It's a very big misconception.
You think more people
in a society where we promote it, a lot more people are going. The issue is that a lot of people are not listening, or it's that they're going to the wrong therapist, and they're getting fed the wrong information. And now they go out in life thinking that they know or have an idea of what they should be working on, when in reality it might not be.
But if they're getting the wrong information from the therapist, that means that they give the wrong information to the therapist.
That's another thing, but here's another part. The person that's going is not going to share everything they want to share because they simply do not trust this person.
I know, that's why the therapist has to... But see, and that's trust is another thing too that's important. Like, if you're going to a therapist... Like, you have to trust the therapist. You have to trust the process. If you're not trusting the therapist or the process, you're going to give little information. Like, for example, I'll use my work as an example. When I call a customer, right, and I'm trying to ask what they have, like, do you have TV? Do you have internet with us? Yada, yada. If you're saying, oh, sorry, I don't... I get customers that say, oh, yeah, I don't feel comfortable disclosing that. Oh, okay, do you have a TV? Maybe I do. If you're not giving me that information, just tell me just tell me the price. How can I tell you the price if I don't even know what you have right now, right? So, if you're giving me little to no information at all because you're not trusting your therapist, then your therapist only has a limited amount of answers, a limited amount of advice they can do. So if you give them a completely whole different reasoning why you're there, they're gonna give you advice pertaining to what you gave them, and it might not be the real issue because you hid what the other things are, right? So trusting your therapist is super important. You have to have trust, and if you don't have trust, then you might not be ready to see a therapist.
So I want to say, before I continue, I'm not trying to disrespect the work of therapists or the idea of therapy. Mm-hmm. I think the idea of therapy is very important. Yeah. I think the goal for the person that is going, or the individual that's going, is that you need to understand where you need to work on yourself. I think that's the first thing you need to understand. Because if you don't clarify that with yourself, you are going to get confused with yourself. And then if you don't understand yourself, you're going to go out into the world and present yourself in a way where you think you know, and when in reality, it's not the case. Facts. So another thing I wanted to point out is that when it comes to therapy as well, it's like you need to understand, and it's simply this, is like therapy might not only be the only option. There are a lot of different ways where you can get the feeling of therapy without going to a therapist. Mm-hmm. I understand people want to go because it might be better for them to talk to someone of that field. Yeah. But at the same time, there are other ways, like going out for walks, being alone with yourself, understanding yourself. Of course. listening to like your favorite music, your favorite genre of music, meditating, you know, being around your friends. You know, for some people it's working out, cardio, like.
But see, the thing is with that, those are good to clear your head, but those do not solve the problems because you can meditate, clear your head, but at nighttime, you come back, you're laying down again, and it'll come back to you. Think about it.
The goal for you is to solve your problems. So putting yourself in environments where it can help you clear your mind. The first step is to clear your mind. After that is then you start going down your little own rabbit hole. What is it that I need to work on, or what is it that I'm doing wrong? What is it that I'm missing, or what is it that I need?
But another misconception, too, that I feel like humans go through is the fact that we believe that all we need is ourselves. We like no matter how much we want
That's
to.
definitely the environment that we're in today.
Yeah, and it's a problem. Like no matter how much we know, no matter how much we feel, like we need other people. At the end of the day, we do. We can't do it by ourselves all the time, which is why therapy is important. Because you can say you have all the answers, you can clear your head and do all that, but at the end of the day, if those thoughts or those if you understand it, whatever, those thoughts are still going onto your head, whether you clear your head or not. So it's like everybody needs help at a certain point. There's no way that, yeah, I got this, I can do this on my own. Like, it's good to be independent, but when you get too independent, it's actually like shooting yourself in the foot.
When you get too dependent on yourself, it does more harm than good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to, fix up your sentence a little bit. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly. When you get too dependent on yourself, exactly, it does more harm than good, which is why therapy.
Fair. But like I said, the first step is to clear your head. So finding ways to clear your head is great. But just like how therapy provides you opportunities, if you're clearing your head, you're going to give yourself the opportunity to really go into your own like mindset, your own headspace.
Yeah.
Then you will start to unravel where it is you're going wrong. This is what a lot of people do without therapy. Right? This is how people get through life without therapy. This is something I was doing for a long time before I went to therapy. Yeah. The reason why I went to therapy is because it was suggested to me to try it out. I'm not saying that I was told and enforced, but I'm saying is that it's something new I wanted to go down.
Yeah.
It was a new opportunity for me to do something different, to kind of shake up the life a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
I do have another take because when someone, full disclosure, I'm not disrespecting nobody. I'm just trying to say, when it comes to therapy and telling someone to go to therapy,
yeah,
I don't see it right to just tell someone to go to therapy. The way I see it as disrespect. As, say for example, we're having a conversation, I'm telling you about some sentimental shit. The first thing you say is, "Oh, you should go to therapy." Does that not sound disrespectful a little bit?
Yeah, no. I get what you're saying for sure. It does sound a bit destructive, but
after I understand. After the talk we had, I'm just like giving you like a little situation.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm talking about that situation. No, but yeah, if I say I think you should go to therapy, in a way, it kind of sounds disrespectful, but in a way, it's more respectful because maybe that person does not know what to say to you for that situation. So they say, go to therapy. And the reason why that is because they don't want to give you the wrong advice, and then you take that advice, and then you go do it, because that advice that person giving you might not be the best advice for you. So therapy would be better in that sense. So if you're cousin and I say, I think you should just go to therapy, right? If it's a genuine thing that I don't know the advice to give you, I would say, just go to, you need to go to therapy.
But isn't there also times when, because when you go to therapy, you're not just given one opportunity, you're given multiple opportunities. But isn't there times where you're going to a therapist and you're given an opportunity where it's not for you, like a bad opportunity?
Like, what do you mean?
Just in general. Like, a therapist said, "Oh, you should do this," and it wasn't for you.
But then again, it falls down to the information you give the therapist.
I know. I'm just stating, like, because, like, if you talk to your friend, they say, like, oh, you go to therapy because they don't want to give you some bad information. Couldn't the therapist do the same thing?
No, because because that's what they're trained. For example, I'll use an example. If you come to me about a relationship situation, right, that I don't know, and I say, oh, go to a therapist, then you go to the therapist and you give a surface level issue, or you even talk to them about a whole different issue that's not even that issue, and they tell you this advice. That advice, it wasn't the advice that you needed for what you asked me. Right? So, yes, a therapist can give you the wrong advice, but that's just based off of what you give them.
I was just challenging you. I like to challenge people on this. I do have other people that I know that will challenge you way more than what I'm doing right now. Some might call them the devil's advocate, but that'll be another episode for another time. And trust me, he will challenge you on some shit, my nigga. I'm going to have this talk a lot with a lot of different people.
Definitely.
Especially if I bring more black people on here, because, like I said, it's good to promote it. It's good to take advantage of this opportunity and promote that, because I do see that as something important. Mental health is a very big issue in today's society, clearly, but
super.
It's important to be one with yourself. It's important to find yourself, understand yourself, be friends with yourself, and be happy with yourself before you decide to...
Yeah. Also, back to our original topic about the shooting situation, right? That brings me back to the point where it's like, if you're not having these issues as a kid, which you shouldn't be having you shouldn't be having adult issues of stress or a mental illness due to trauma or stuff. Like, you shouldn't be. So if you're not having these issues and you still decide to go shoot up a school, I personally believe that person is either curious or they're possessed. That's the only way I could. That's the only way that I could.
That's fair. Like, you're a more spiritual person, so the idea of possession, that makes perfect sense coming from you.
And possession doesn't mean, like, I'm not talking about, oh, black guys, I'm possessed. No, I'm talking about, like, there's different type of possessions. Like, when a lot of people say they hear voices in their head, right? And, they never had...
That's just their conscience.
Yeah, but, how do you think demons communicate with you? Through your conscience.
That's completely fair.
They
I just don't see it as that.
But then who's giving you... That's what I'm saying, but who's telling you those voices in your head? It's not yourself.
It's technically yourself, because it is yourself. It's
of
just
course.
An extension of yourself.
Mm-hmm. But don't you believe that could be, like, a whisper into your head? Because, for example, some people, like, if you're praying, like, for example, I've had this multiple times. I'll be praying and asking God for something, and then something will come and be like, oh, is God even real? And I wasn't even thinking that. I'm here praying, right? And then that's like, oh, is God even real? Like, where did that thought come from? That's not me. Like, I believe in God 100%, so that thought shouldn't even be in my head. So if that thought is in my head, that's something in my subconscious. Now, what put something in my subconscious? I don't know, because if I fully believe in God, then that shouldn't even be there at all. So something's going to have to put that idea in my head.
All right, so going back to that original topic then, so I was talking about the environment that you're in. So wouldn't that come from the environment that you're in?
No, because my environment that I'm in, everybody, we all believe in God.
That's fair, but some people might bring up some things that might question it. Mm-hmm. Is that not a part of your environment? Environment, okay. I don't just mean your home life. I'm meaning the way you go through life. The places that you frequent. The places that, maybe you go to work.
That's true.
Like, environment is not just your home. It's your home, work, friends, everything.
No, you're right. That's fair.
So when I say it comes from your conscience, I honestly think it just comes from your conscience. Yes, it's something you heard from outside, but it's still from your space.
My space, yeah. Fair enough.
That's how I see it.
Fair enough.
Me, personally, I understand the spiritual, like, things people preach and everything. I just see things from a reality standpoint. We go through life as it is. There are ups, there are downs, there
Definitely.
are lefts, and there are rights.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's a right and a wrong. You know, there's a sky, there's a ground.
Yeah.
Right. So, I like to see it as just. I'm gonna make this funny a little bit. I like your conscience is telling you some wild shit. I feel like your mind just downloaded some new DLC to your brain.
I'm dead.
And
yeah,
you got a whole new expansion pack in your head, and you're just trying to understand what this is.
Fair enough, but every idea comes from every thought comes from a place, right? Yeah. So if it's in your environment, right? Maybe like for said, like if you're using possession, maybe the demon is talking to somebody else, and somebody else gives that idea, and then boom, that gets into your head. Now you're thinking about that.
That's fair.
Right? It doesn't have to be you physically or you personally getting possessed. It could be an idea coming from somebody else. Because why do a lot of people, when they do bad stuff, it's the voices telling me what to do? Some people act like that to try to get off, but there's some people that are actually talking to voices in their head. And those people, you're like that, like...
I don't know what to tell you, my guy. I'm just here to communicate, challenge, and having a good time. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I like those people that are talking to themselves and actually talking. They're like, "Yeah, this my friend Joey, huh? There's no, hi Joey. There's no Joey around. I don't know who you're talking to." So and a lot of those people come from being like proper mindset, and then all of a sudden there will be a switch, and now they're just hearing voices from all over the place, and you're just like, hey, you were just normal about a year ago. Oh, what happened? What happened?
Like I said, it's based on your environment.
That's
all it is.
True.
All right, we serious this out for long enough.
Okay? What's the next one?
We talked about shooting and we talked about therapy. Therapy was not on the list, okay? So, I think we're good for the serious shit.
I didn't even know shooting was on the list.
Shooting was on the list.
It was?
The Nashville shooting was on the list. I didn't even know.
Oh, yes, it was.
Yeah, exactly.
It was.
Therapy was not on the list. It wasn't my intention, but it was something he said that said, I'm going to talk about this. So I wanted to go down this rabbit hole. Yes, curiosity did bring us here, but it did bring us new information that we should keep in mind when it comes to going to therapy.
Facts.
So definitely. I hope a lot of people learned from that part. Definitely,
for sure.
But I feel like we're done with this series. I feel like we did enough. So I want to lighten the mood now. Now, there's something that I learned. Well, okay, it's not I learned this, but I didn't think of it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
At one point I did not know there was more than one brand of jumper cables.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was all one brand. I thought it was just the red clip and a black clip with two clips on the end.
They still have to be made and manufactured.
But like I said, I didn't know. I did not know that there was more than one brand of jumper cables. Okay, I did not know that at all. I'm just being real honest. Okay, I sat there and every time I see people on the side of the road, they go them jumper cables again. In fact, think about it. It's the same black one and the same red one. You're right. So I thought it was all one brand called Jumper.
There's no brand name on it either. You have to look at you have to look at the paper on it. You have to look at the paper on it.
I'm telling you, I've been through Home Depot. I walk by it. I'm like, there go that brand again. I didn't know. Like literally, I thought it was all one brand called Cable or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did not know that there were multiple brands of these cables. I know electricians are gonna kill me in the comments or some shit. Be like, this nigga don't shut up. Talking about there was only one brand of jumper cables with your stupid ass. The fuck you talking about, nigga?
No, I can't believe you thought there was only one brand. No,
other people in the comments, this nigga dumb.
That's crazy.
This nigga slow.
Don't act like a lot of y'all do that. Because I know a lot of y'all. I know a lot of y'all do.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm sorry that I didn't put enough thought into it. I just didn't know. Like, I apologize. I'm sorry that I failed you in that portion of this podcast.
Question, have you ever used jumper cables
Hell
before?
the fuck no, nigga.
Oh, you haven't. I remember one time I was using it. I almost did it the wrong way.
You electrocuted.
I could have got electrocuted. Hey.
Imagine you get electrocuted.
Hey.
Imagine your ass get electrocuted and you get shot out like you got shot from a shotgun.
No.
Like, oh shit. Like,
it does more than that. You know, it could blow up your car.
Oh, no cap. And then you go flying like in an action movie. Talking about we're gonna escape this explosion. Like, next thing you know, you dead on the ground and shit.
I had my one
in
friend,
blackface.
I had my one friend use it, and he didn't know. He was guessing too. I took a step back from the car. He said, "Hey, you got it."
Even when I was,
you got it.
Even when I was young and I seen my parents use the jumper cables, I'm like, oh, there go them jumper cables again. I didn't know that it was different brands.
You know the longest time. Another thing on the topic of cars.
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, I was always told to turn off the car and when you're getting gas.
Yeah. Oh,
because they could blow it up.
The way I saw those documentaries, and the gas station gets obliterated.
And it turns out I was over exaggerating because if you put the car in accessory mode, you can get gas. And still listen to music, but the whole time I remember I was in my one friend's car.
Turn that bitch.
They had the music on, and the guys, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Car's not off. They're like, it's only an accessory mode.
The way I almost cussed out my mother when she was pumping gas and the car was still on. I'm like, I will run away from home.
You're trying to kill me.
I know life is hard. I don't have to go with you. Okay? It's a joke. But
you're trying to
don't take me with you. I know you brought me into this world and you can take me out, but don't take it literally. You don't have to do that. I still got homework. The fuck you talking about? I got some multiplication tables I'm supposed to finish when we get home. We can't.
Oh, man.
I got an A+ to go and get. You can't do this to me.
I've never been so scared in my life.
Oh my god.
I remember I was in my mom's car at the BMW the other day and she was pumping gas. And the car was still on. And I used to have a push start. So I'm like, okay.
Come on, Rich.
I started seeing my mom pump gas and the car is playing music like it's on. It's like looking at the mirror. Did you turn it off?
It's like a little boy stuck in a car. Hey, Mama!
You turned the car off. She's like, yeah, I did. Didn't sound like it. Shoot.
Yeah, you turned the car off, but this car is still vibrating.
So like
what the fuck you talking about?
Oh man.
Alright, now let's make it a little bit more lighter. I want to talk about music for a little bit. Because if you know me, I'm a music head, okay?
Check my SoundCloud, I'm two platinum, triple gold artist, you feel me? I'm saying I drop bangers, you feel me? I'm not double platinum yet. You know what? I will be soon. I'm saying, pay attention, KPRIZY BLAZE, check me out.
Boy, if you don't... the fuck you talking about? The way I slowly put my hand up, it's like, you about to get shot. Nah, music. Not new music, but I want to talk old music.
Okay.
There was an Instagram reel that I saw about a couple weeks ago of 2000s music, specifically 2006.
Alright.
And the dude was going through the hits of the 2006 music.
What was he bringing up?
I don't even remember, but all I know is that every song that came on was a hit. Oh,
yeah.
From 3-6 Mafia to Usher to fucking Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. I need to talk about this now. Like I said, if you know me, I know music. I pay attention to music, new and old. Especially new, because I think it's important to talk about new music. That's a whole other topic.
But let's just get this out the way. Chris Brown's the best artist of all time.
Nigga, you finna die.
I just had to let you know that. I just had to put it out there.
Full disclosure. You know me, and you know how much I talk about Chris Brown. I did not bring him up once on this episode. He did. This is his number one fan.
I had to let you know.
You're his number one fan.
No matter if it's 2000s, no matter if it's 3000s, it don't matter when. He is the artist of all time. That's it. Yeah, back
he said it first. He beat me to it.
Like,
he beat me to it.
Shoot, there ain't no nigga beating him at music. He raps, sings, and dance. And I don't care. Your favorite rappers, he's bodying. Stop it. Don't lie. Get some help. Okay?
Drake?
I'm trying to... Yes! Yes!
Usher
singing? Yeah. Who? Who's Usher? Out of the park, who's Usher?
Nigga, did you not see his tiny desk? Yeah, exactly.
No, we're not watching this anymore, Usher. Like, shout out, you will go at one point, but you not the GOAT anymore.
He's not the GOAT anymore, but he has more hits than Chris.
Does he? Does he really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
He has CDs that are full of hits, no misses.
Yes, but who has more platinums? Who has more gold? Chris Brown does. I checked. I did my research. I double checked this. Oh
yeah, you was number one fan for real.
Oh my gosh, shoot! Like I double checked this.
I'm surprised he's not wearing his merch.
Oh shoot! I got it right here. Black Pyramid.
You want to show the camera that Black Pyramid little jacket?
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. I keep it on me. Black Pyramid. Oh shoot! It has to be zipped up. To see the name.
Yeah, let's see that real quick, cause I for one do not have any of his merch. Full disclosure.
Shoot, that's what I should have did in Las Vegas. I should have went to one of those stores and tried to find his merch.
You should have still.
But I don't know if it...
I was sending you shit, but it was after the fact you came back. I'm like, nigga, you gotta go. You see it here first, eh?
Black Pyramid, you feel me?
Exactly. Number one fan here, not me.
Had to let him know.
It's not me.
I'm the number one.
There's reasons why I like Chris, but I'm not his number one fan. I'm gonna tell you that much.
Jesus, number one.
Alright, anyway, going back to music. So, I have a little theory about music.
Mm-hmm.
Any song made before...
By Chris Brown is just goated. I'm playing...
I know there's a camera right there. I'm just looking at the imaginary camera right now. Like, did this nigga really just cut me off to just say that one time? This is crazy.
I let the camera know one time. Yeah, continue.
I can't wait to get the rest of the squad. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to get to the rest of the squad here for when he come in. Ooh, boy. And the way they try to kill me. No, sir. No, fuck. Anyway, I believe any song made before around 2010 or 2012 are automatic masterpieces.
Factual.
Any song made after that, they start off as hits, but they turn into misses.
Facts.
The reason why it turns into misses is because that's around the time where we got into the streaming era of music. And once we got into the streaming era of music, it kind of killed the longevity of a lot of songs.
Yeah.
I'm not saying every song that's put out is shit or doesn't have the longevity. It's just that so much music comes out. We're at the point where we need an endless consumption of sounds or songs in general, genres, whatever we frequent for our consumption. Yeah. So when you think about that, it's not going to get better at this point because the more songs that we crave is the less in quality that we're going to get.
Because the reason why that is I feel like due to our era, a lot of you go to the club, you don't see the old you don't see those anymore. Nah, you don't see those anymore. You feel me? It's stemming to or you see a lot of no. It's stemming to a lot of those now, that era where it's just mumble rap. It's just coming down to beats. It's just coming down to beats.
I want to kill that theory about or the misconception of mumble rap because it's not mumble rap. Them niggas are just high. They're high.
Yeah.
They
lean.
They took the idea of being high when doing music and went left.
But
the whole point of doing music when you're high is to find a mind space to create the sound that you're looking for. They just forgot that the microphone was on when they were practicing and said, "Yo, drop that shit, nigga." You know what I mean?
That shit fire.
No, that shit hard, my nigga. Drop it. Oh, the fans gonna love this.
Yeah,
nah.
No, like a lot of the music is more tend towards the era, and out my era. Yeah, they don't make them.
I'm not like I said. I'm not saying every song is like a miss or shit.
Of course,
because we have very strong heavy hitters out there. We got Drake. We got Migos. I don't even want to say, bro. Come on. We have Key Glock. We have fucking Young Dolph. We have Moneybagg Yo.
No Young Dolph anymore.
What? I know, but he put out an album not too long ago.
He's dead.
I know, but he still put out an album.
The label did, or he did?
The label did, of course. Duh. That's how the label works. But he's still with us because he put out an album, and let me tell you something. He got some shit on that album.
Yeah, of course.
He got some hits.
But you know what's crazy? You know what I think? Here's a conspiracy theory. If Young Dolph was still alive, I don't think those hits would even be put out.
No, they would.
I don't. The reason I don't think so.
Paper Route Gang is his shit.
No, I know, but like.
Or Paper Route Empire.
No, of course, but like due to the label, like a lot of songs that should be put out there are not put out there until the person's dead. It's a weird thing. There's been a lot of for example, look at Juice WRLD and X. There was so many snippets of songs that they made that should have been released when they were alive that was not released, but then all of a sudden, when they're dead, it's released.
I like that theory, but it varies. For Young Dolph, it wouldn't work because he's one of the main guys in the label. He's running the label, so he gets to choose when he does it. Now he was pushing but
even the label, he owns maybe he's running the name, but not the label.
Maybe, but at the end of the day, every label has a storyline they want to keep.
Yeah, of course. But look at Jay-Z with Rockefeller. He is the face of Rockefeller.
You mean Rock Nation?
Rock Nation. He's the face of Rock Nation.
Okay.
But even his power and his money, he is still not at the top of Rock Nation.
Because he would have board members that would take care of the things that he needs or cannot get done because of his busy schedule.
Of course, but even still, he has somebody that he has to answer to.
Maybe. I personally don't think so, but maybe.
Because if he didn't, he wouldn't be pushing so hard to get into those management positions.
Maybe.
Because if it's your own label, your own brand, you shouldn't have to push to be at the top. You should just be there. The fact that you have people above you goes to show that there's still a different level that you have to reach to even be able to do that. So the name might be his. For example, I'll do a comparison between Rock Nation and Black Period. No, Chris Brown. That's his closing line. Chris Brown's Black
Period.
What's his? It's OHB. No, yeah. It would be Team KPRIZY. Team Breezy. Team Breezy.
So. I can Google it.
Yeah, double check. Yeah. So Chris Brown's label, Team Breezy. I think that's what it is, or what is it called? Not sure. Hold on.
CBE.
CBE what?
CBE.
CBE, yeah. So CBE, Chris Brown, he can put out any song he wants. Mm-hmm. He owns the rights to all of his music. Mm-hmm. Right? Even though he has a manager that's above him, he made that on purpose just to have a business perspective on how things should run when it comes to financial wise. But when it comes to his music wise, he could put anything out there without somebody telling him. Jay-Z, because he has board members and stuff like that, if there's a song that he wants to put out that doesn't agree with the people above him, it won't get put out.
I do not know enough information on the record label to really back up your point or your theory. All I know is that there are, when it comes to every record label, there are going to be people at the very top that you cannot cross.
Like Migos as a big example. Who pays Password is Takeoff Password, right?
Yeah, Takeoff.
Yeah, Takeoff.
Rest in peace.
Takeoff. No, not Takeoff. It was Offset who separated though, right? Offset had to pay money to get out of his Migos contract. Migos is the face, but Quality Control is the label, right? So Offset had to pay money.
Do you know why?
Yeah, to get out of his contract.
You want to know why he want to get out of his contract?
So he could have his own rights to his own music.
And he wanted to put out his own music.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
That's why there was a feud with the Migos at the time.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. So Jay-Z did not buy out of his contract. He's in his contract. So there's levels for him to even be able to do stuff like that. Right? So that's why I'm saying that, like, when it comes to music standpoint, like I feel like people have songs that are unreleased and they don't get released until they're dead, because they could be bangers if the label thinks it's a banger, but they don't want to put it out, and they wait till you're dead to put it out. That's gonna bring in money, because at the end of the day, the money's gonna go back to the estate, right? Which is gonna go back to the label, because the contract was still there until the contract is finished, which is when you die. So that money that you make from the song that's released when you're dead goes back to the label at the end of the day.
That point I get, because that overall, when it comes to how do you post something when an artist passed and they put out music, like they put out a single or an album. Like, I forgot how to say it.
It doesn't go like.
I'm not even going to attempt to say it.
That, like, Takeoff's family did. Takeoff's family did not get any money.
No.
Like, no any money at all, but the label is getting the money.
Yeah.
Quavo is getting that money.
That's how the labels work.
That's how, exactly. So that's why I feel like a lot of record labels, they will make sure you don't put out a track, even if you like the track and you say, yo, this is a hit, they won't put it out until you're dead. Michael Jackson had so many hits that were released after he died.
Okay.
Hits that if he was alive, bangers. And they didn't get released till he died.
I understand your point. It is an opportunity for the label to make money off of a dead artist. I just think that I don't think that it's necessary, because it depends on the artist at the end of the day and how much control the label has over the artist.
That's true.
So when it comes to Juice WRLD, they have a lot of control over his music, because if they're putting out that many albums
as he's dead,
that just shows that he had no control over his own sound.
Exactly.
That means he was like curated for the audience, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like also too, like if Jay-Z's still alive right now, he's still alive right now. But Jay-Z has not been putting out any music, right?
Because he's in the CEO position now. He doesn't
exactly. But watch if he dies. Watch when he dies.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I guarantee you, there's gonna be tracks you're like, huh? Jay-Z still making music?
But here's the thing, though. I don't always see it as the label making the money. I still see, like, the families getting the royalties from the sounds or the songs.
Of course, that goes down to the deal of the contract that they made.
Right.
Right, but the record label is still getting a cut of that. Yeah.
Right. But overall, I think... Actually, no, I want to talk about this a little bit. When Chris Brown dies... And boy, a lot of people will be happy when that happens.
I'll find y'all.
A lot of people will be happy, but I think when he passes, he's gonna have the whole world in a chokehold when he's gone.
Yeah, but for sure. But the thing is Chris Brown's also very smart too, because for someone that owns they own the rights to their own music. Mm-hmm. He will put away songs specifically for that moment to be released, right? For when he dies.
Okay.
Right? Now the difference is when, like I said, when a record label has the rights to your music, even if you want to put it out, you're not going to be able to put it out until they want you to put it out.
Fair.
Right? So, and those songs that Chris Brown has that will have the world in a chokehold if he dies, if you release them now, it'll have the world in a chokehold. Right? It'll just make his family more money when he dies and they get released.
Listen, I've heard a lot of his unreleased sounds or unreleased music. That boy is not done yet. He is not done yet.
He's not
I
done
feel like
yet.
he can drop an album and it will ruin some people in the charts.
It will.
If he passes, of course.
It will.
Because he's up to his 10th studio album.
I know.
And that man can drop a lot of music at once.
And he's so versatile. See, this is what we're missing? We're missing versatility, right? With a lot of the new artists. A lot of the new artists are one style. Whether you're R&B, whether you're hip hop, like don't get me wrong, I don't like Lil Nas X at all. I'll put it out there. I don't like him at all.
Be careful, nigga.
No, I don't give two.
He said it.
Shoot, I'll give two shit. I don't like him out there.
My
But
honest opinion about him is that I don't mind his music.
yeah.
However, that Devil Tree Satan shit.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Like that was
No.
that was.
Don't do that.
That was
You have little kids watching you, bro.
No.
I don't care if you go back and talk about, oh, these rappers did it in the past. Talking about, oh, they talked about all this shit for kids to listen to. You don't have to go down that same rabbit hole.
No.
It's up to you to make the decision.
No,
and you
no.
decide to promote the devil, my nigga, you are crazy for that.
That's fine.
But you do have songs that are good.
Like
You do have songs that are good. When it comes to music, I see you as a musician.
Yeah.
You're gonna screw up, and there's gonna be things that I don't like coming from you. But you do have the opportunity to win me back.
So he got no opportunity to win me back.
I like a good sound.
Yeah. No.
That's what a lot of people see that on my Instagram. I love a good sound.
That brings us to my point. Lil Nas, even though I don't like him, something smart that he does is he's being versatile. He raps. He even got into country music. You know, when artists start doing that, it's like the sky's the limit. Right? Now, if you're just sticking to one genre, whether that is just hip hop or whether that is just R&B.
I gotta say this: if you're only making drill music, I feel sorry for your career because it will go nowhere.
It's gonna,
and then
it changes. Every era changes.
Dead. But here's the problem, though: it hasn't changed for the past couple years because we've been stuck on drill. I think a lot of people are tired of drill music, but don't know it yet. Every time a new drill song comes on, we do the same dance, or we make a new variation to the dance. Here's something interesting, actually, that I do want to share.
Yeah.
Getting Sturdy is not an original dance. Getting Sturdy came all the way back from the 1970s.
Yes.
When that little white girl did it on TV. We were doing white girl dances in the streets, my nigga. Yo.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I'm like, hey, I'm not doing this no more. But I'm still doing it because it's fun.
It's fire.
The fuck?
And like drill music is like, it's odd. Right?
It's getting played out because you can only do so much. You can only dance so much to drill music.
Yeah.
Now we are shifting to a newer sound. We're going to 80s pop era of house music.
Oh yeah.
We're going with a lot of house music's been coming out. We're going back to the house music era.
I fuck with house music too.
I don't have any problems with house music, but I see.
I just can't like I like house music. I can dance to it, but I can't go to a club with it. And
you're gonna hear it in a club, guaranteed. You wanna know how? Lil Uzi, I Just Wanna Rock.
Yeah,
that's house music.
No, that's Jersey music. Well,
Jersey music is house music.
House music. Oh, well, the house music that I'm talking about is like the like those up and down, like those jumping up and down music.
That's just a variation of house music because you also have deep house.
Yeah, that variation of house music, I like that variation of house music also. But I just don't like hearing it in the club.
And that's completely fair.
Because if you're not like, this is my thing. If you're going to a club, you're going to have fun for sure. You may not know how to dance. Cool, you may know a little 1, 2.
I gotta say this.
If you're
Shout out to everybody that's in the club that can't dance. I just feel so sorry for you motherfuckers. Because you're out there on the dance floor looking like you haven't...
I just want to tell y'all.
Out there looking like you're doing the...
Jumping around is not dancing. This is not a rave.
Out there looking like
this is not a rave. Y'all are jumping around like it's a rave. No.
Out there,
stop.
Out there,
stop.
Out there looking like you got a...
God, people are there's people that are actually trying to dance, and y'all are jumping around. Stop that.
Out there looking like you. Out there looking like you're.
No, I said if I were ever to create a dance club, create a club.
Out there looking like you got.
Oh my gosh, Randy! If I told my friends, I said if I were to start a club, a hip hop club. People are either going to have to send in a video of them friends dancing, or they're going to have to dance at the door to get it. I'm sorry. I will not have people jumping around.
You're getting no patrons in your fucking...
I don't...
You know for a fact, bro, you're going to have to summon every dancer in the GTA to come to your spot.
But you don't have to be a major dancer. You just have to know a little 1-2. Even if you want to hit a little whip, you feel me? That's fine. That's cool. But no.
But if you look like you walk like Bambi...
I can't do it. Like, it's not allowed in my club. I don't care. Oh, we're never going to go to that club. Good. Don't come.
Y'all need to practice before you come here.
Don't come. You need to practice, first of all. Because we're going to have banging music, and we're not going to have no... No. If we playing that music, we going to actually have dancers in it. We're not going to have nobody jumping around. Sorry. This is not a rave. If you want to go to a rave, go to a rave. Rock and roll. You want to jump around, go ahead. Because I promise you, in my club, if you're jumping around when that music's playing and somebody punches you, I will not get the person that punched you out. You will get out.
That's what you have security for.
Yeah. No, I'll tell security. Yeah.
This what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you see that person that just got punched out? Take that person out. Because they jumped on that person's shoe. Take the person that jumped on the shoe out.
That's hilarious.
Out.
I mean, I feel like it's a great opportunity to talk about breakdancing in the Olympics then.
Yeah.
Oh boy. That's a culture shift.
You might see me there still.
Doing what? Watching?
Breakdancing.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot, I used to be a breakdancer back in my days.
I don't know why you're talking like you gave up.
Actually, I was never a breakdancer.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you can do a local 1-2 step.
I know a little 1-2 breakdancing.
You can definitely top rock. I'll give you that.
I could also spin on my knee.
Yeah, I know you can't do that right now, though.
Yeah, I can.
For real?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and mash up your knee.
Well, not on this.
Yeah,
but I can still spin on my knee.
Nah, but breakdancing in the Olympics is such a culture shock, my guy.
Battle of the year.
You don't understand how much of a struggle it took to get this into the Olympics. And I don't even think people understand how breakdancers are the best athletes in the world. I don't think people understand that. And it's kind of interesting to see that people don't understand it. Because when you think about it, to do a simple head spin alone on your head, you're not doing that. You don't want to fuck up your neck. Okay?
Hey, wait.
Exactly.
You know?
No, because what people need to understand is that look at the best athletes right now. LeBron James is definitely one because his ass is damn near 40 years old and still in the NBA.
Facts.
This nigga running up and down with little niggas talking about, I'm going to school your bitch ass. And we look at soccer. Who do we have in soccer? We have Messi, Ronaldo.
Yeah, they're retiring soon.
They're retiring soon, but we have Neymar and Mbappe.
No,
okay?
Mbappe's dead. I think. No, not Mbappe. Who was it? I think it was somebody related to him. Died.
I think it was Pepe.
Pepe, yeah. I think it was Pepe. Yeah.
Rest in peace. Yeah. But that's soccer. Look at football. You have off top. I'd say Russell Wilson, but he's shit.
That's Sierra's husband. That's my guy. Yeah,
but that's another story for another day.
He's just a nice guy.
I don't want to get off topic because now I have a question.
He treats Sierra well.
If he treats Sierra well, why? I don't want to get off topic.
Why she what? Why did she
Why did she wear that dress?
Okay, but you see what Beyonce is wearing and Rihanna wear on their dress, and they were together.
Every picture they took together, he did not look happy. He did not look. The man was straight faced like a motherfucker.
No, of course, but you also have to understand what Sierra's trying to do.
What is she trying to do?
Sierra's trying to get herself.
Because a lot of people don't like her right now.
No, of course not. Because of that, she's not really like she's just being in her own lane.
No, because she's not portraying what she's talking about. Whatever she's talking about in her songs is not being portrayed by her.
No, because right now with her songs, right now, what she's trying to do is she's trying to attract the girl market, get into that field.
But why? She don't need that.
At this point, she does.
At this point, why does she even still need to make music? You have so many hits that can be justified, and you get the revenue and the replay value and. Like,
yeah, but still, it's like for example, I was watching this one interview Sierra had, and they're asking her about Beyonce and Jay-Z because Sierra's from that time, and they were like, "Oh, why aren't you being talked about in the same league as Beyonce or these people?" And she
made it out.
Yeah, but she was also...
She made it out. That's what people are missing. She made it out of the bullshit.
No, but even still, she should still be talked about because when she was in the game at that time, she was better than Beyonce, killing it. I feel no ways. I'll tell you guys this once. I'll tell you guys this twice. I'll tell you guys this 3 times. Sierra is a better artist than Beyonce. Beyonce's good, don't get me wrong, but Sierra's better. Sorry, Beyonce is rangy, Sierra is high notes, and Sierra can perform and dance. Don't forget, like, you didn't see that BET performance with her and Chris Brown. Don't act like you did not see that, because that move was crazy. I ain't never seen Beyonce do something like that. I ain't never seen, that's all I ain't never seen her do something like that. Alright, so let's be honest here, and let's spit facts.
What about when Beyonce performed with the HBCU?
It was whatever.
What? That was not just whatever. That was monumental.
It was yeah. It's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice. But if it was Sierra, it would have been way better.
I don't think so. Beyonce has that. Beyonce has done so much for the music industry to the point where when you mention her name, everyone knows who this is, regardless of what age this is.
Of course, but that's what I'm saying. But Sierra's also done...
Same thing for Chris.
Yeah.
But for Sierra, I don't think so.
What do you mean? Sierra should be in the same... Like, she should be in the same conversation about
I think she should as well, but no one's... When a lot of girls bring up Sierra, they don't know a lot of songs.
No, they don't know a lot of songs. Because she's from that old era. But see, the difference is Beyonce kept up with that era, but she took time to be a mom. She took time to, just focus on herself. Now, I don't believe she's trying to get back into it, but I believe that she's trying to get enough. She is. I believe she's trying to get enough attention to get back into it.
She doesn't need to get back into it. I don't know why she's getting back into it, because she made it out.
But we need dance. We need girl dancers. We don't have them anymore. Listen. We need girl dancers.
You're not wrong, but the lane that she created for herself, this is how she could have went down this lane. Plain and simple. Mm-hmm. Okay, you're out the game now. You're free. Okay, you have all the money you need in the world. You have a man that can hold you down. Yeah. This is what she should have done. Mm-hmm. Instead of dropping albums like that, when she dropped Level Up?
Yeah.
That's how she should have went down that route. Drop major hits every now and then, instead of dropping an album saying, "Oh, I'm doing this. This is the shit I'm on." Because every album is a marketing, it's a marketing ploy. It's a marketing standpoint. You're gonna market this shit in any way you can, right?
Yeah.
Meaning that a lot of times you're gonna sell yourself short, and you're gonna lie to a lot of people. And what she's doing right now, I'm not saying she dropped like a major album or anything. I don't know because I don't really pay attention like that.
She hasn't dropped the album yet.
But what she did with that last song she put out was bullshit, and a lot of girls were calling her out. Not guys, girls were calling her out on the bullshit.
What last song? When she was with her friends?
Exactly, Dancing in the House.
Yeah.
Biggest mistake she made. Why? Because she's promoting that independent girl shit, and everybody on Twitter, Instagram, wherever the fuck are saying, "How you promoting this knowing that you got a man that can hold you down?"
But here's the thing. But here's the thing with that. She is supporting independent. No, because Sierra is very independent herself. but she's also with a man that could see. I think this is the misconception that they're saying. Sierra talks about is promoting the independent thing, but she's also not saying that you don't need a man.
But
that's the difference.
You know how these things get consumed.
But that's because of our that's because people are not understanding the message. Like, for example, Cardi B saying, "Oh, this and that. I don't clean, and you're in your man's video cooking
in an apron with your bonnet on the stove, whipping that shit like an extraterrestrial."
Thank you. And the difference between her and Cardi B is that Sierra's not telling women you don't need a man, don't get a man. She's just telling girls to be more independent, which is good. What you
understand is that she missed the whole point of it being a choice and went straight into the deep end. I understand what you're saying, but if you miss the whole point of putting this out, it's going to go over the wrong way, and it's going to show that you are lying to your audience.
I get that. From that perspective, I get that.
Now, for the people that I listen to, the people I listen to personally, the artists that I love, they don't lie to their audience. Chris Brown don't lie to his audience like that. The man's been promoting love since, day one.
Yeah, but he also promotes being a player, too. That's where I got my demon.
I mean, yeah, he promotes being a player, but we already knew this. The man has 3 different baby mamas with 3 different kids.
Okay, yeah.
We already know this shit.
That's fine.
He's promoting what he's doing. That's the reality of his situation. The reason why
he has 2 baby mamas.
3.
No, 2.
3.
I swear it's only 2.
You forgot about his new daughter that he just had? He has 3 kids.
I know Royalty, Echo.
He literally just had a newborn last year. Yeah, go do your Google.
I have to double check that.
Anyway, yeah, the man had a daughter and he didn't know about it.
I knew he had a daughter.
That's crazy. Anyway, 2 daughters, 1 boy. Beyond me. My point is that if you're gonna promote something, promote it in a way for people to understand.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, be creative. Yeah, I know. Anyway.
They look alike, and I thought it was from because like the 2 women that he had kids with, the last 2, they're from the same.
I know.
They're from the same background, so they look like.
I know. It's okay. It's okay. You lost.
They look the same.
Just hold that L for me.
I'll just take that.
Anyway, my point. If you're gonna promote something, promote it for people to understand, or promote it in a way for your fans to get it, and everyone else not to get it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
We all know Sierra's fans.
Yeah.
What she put out did not reciprocate with her fans, and that's why her fans did not like the shit she put out. Which is why she lost a lot of fans there.
But also, I think her fans right now are not the fans from the Like a Boy era, because
they are.
I don't.
If you're a Sierra fan, you're a Sierra
yeah,
fan.
But when she dropped the Like a Boy, right at that time, right, that was monumental. Like, girls were like bopping that song, like that song.
They were bopping that shit. Don't get it twisted. But when Beyonce put out something similar, they forgot about her.
Yes. But that's just because of the.
It just shows Beyonce's better.
No, it just shows that
crazy.
It just shows that the target that Beyonce aims for is a different target that Sierra aims for.
All I'm saying is this.
Mm-hmm.
Music is a very touchy subject nowadays. People are going to see it for what it is, at face value. They're not going to go into the details or the hidden message. Fans of music today do not do that. I do that.
I do that too, and that's why people will put a lot of these rappers who just have good beats, like Lil Pump or like
Don't bring them up.
Don't bring
them.
No. But that's why people will use a lot of these artists and put them above the artists that we used to listen to. Because they don't look deep into it. They look at face value. They're looking at what's going to bring up the energy. If Sierra Level Up outplayed a lot of Beyonce's tracks.
At that time.
On the Lemonade album that she had was her last album. Was her second last album, I think. I'm not sure. But elevated, mollywopped a lot of those songs. But again, now Beyonce is aiming for the drag market with her new music, right? A lot of that,
not drag,
but like a lot of more feminine and market. I think like her last song, falling in love. The people that are dancing to that are like a lot of drag people. So now she's getting that type of era. No, that type of people. I don't have any
problems with the sound. Like, the sound sounds great.
No, I'm not saying I'm having problems with the sound. I'm just saying that the type of people now that she's aiming for is what's going to keep her above Sierra, even if Sierra comes back, because Sierra's fans are looking for her old stuff. They're not looking for the new stuff. Right? So, whether...
You can say that about any of these artists we bring up.
I don't know. I mean...
You can say about Chris. You can say about Sierra. You can say about Beyonce.
No, but then you can see where success is being done. Beyonce done a lot of old stuff and also doing a lot of new stuff that's still getting the people that she needs. Chris Brown's doing the same thing. He has done, even goes back to a lot of the R&B stuff still. He's still getting the people.
Let's be real. Chris Brown has not stopped dropping music.
Of course
Beyonce
not.
and Sierra has stopped dropping music.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the reality.
Of course.
So if you're going to stop dropping music and come back with something like that, a lot of people are not going to like that.
I think she's just, but to be honest, I think she was, in that video, I think that's last song Sierra did, I think she was just having fun. That's literally what she was portraying, just having fun with her girls.
It's more than that. Because, look, I understand what you're saying, but if you're female fans, you're women fans, if they are not liking this, you have a problem on your hands. You did something wrong here. That's the reality. It's the same thing for Gucci, if we want to use that as an example. Gucci put out a song last week.
Oh, Gucci Mane?
Yeah, Gucci Mane. He put out a song last week called 06 Gucci.
Oh, I even heard of it.
Hey, don't play it, because, it's going on YouTube, so I don't want to get copyrighted.
No, I'm not going to play it.
But, listen, I think the song is fire.
Yeah.
That song is, the beat is hard. He has the Baby and 21 Savage on there. 2 good collabs on there for features. Yeah. A lot of people in the comments, they did not like this because it's like, what do you mean 06 Gucci when this doesn't even sound like 06 Gucci? Or like, why you have the Baby on here?
I'm feeling like Gucci and 2006.
Yeah, like, no, it doesn't, a lot of people did not like that. So Gucci's going to have to go back to the drawing board now and think of something new. Maybe he has to bring back his old flow for real. Because he didn't really have his old flow in there. He just sounded like the same Gucci as we have today. So, even like that, like, our biggest artists out there, they're going to drop some misses. And a lot of people have been dropping misses lately. Just like I said, the fans are hungry for music. And they will take anything they can get. But they're still going to give their critiques on that said music. So...
See, like, I went to the Sierra song, and I'm just reading some of the comments, right? And there's a comment that says, I love this song. A lot of y'all are weird. She isn't promoting being single. She is promoting self-love and self-confidence as a woman. Essentially telling a woman, be happy and be confident within yourself.
Here's the thing,
and know how to stand 10 toes down on her own, as any adult should do.
Here's the thing, though. I said that before. Like,
yeah,
I understand what the song is about. Like, I'm pretty sure I said, like, I get it. But it's not going to reciprocate well with your fans that just see it as a song.
Yeah, but then those...
That's the thing.
But and then people, those are not real. Those are fans that are just not really real. Because anybody that's a real fan of an artist will hear and will understand.
How about this now? So, I understand that part, but here's the thing: when you're dropping a song like that and your fans don't reciprocate with it, that means that you not only missed the point, but you fed the information to the wrong crowd of people. Therefore, the loudest crowd of people, which is the wrong crowd, the loudest crowd is the wrong crowd. Yeah, keep that in mind. So the loudest crowd of people are going to reciprocate this, and people are going to listen to that. So even though there are fans on there that are saying that, yeah, this is what it means, not a lot of people are going to get that part, and they're going to see it as what it is and promote that part of what they see. Just like going back to the whole therapy part where you're missing the point.
Missing the point, fair enough.
Right?
But then again, like, you also have to look at it as, like, no matter if you come up with the most banging tracks, you're going to have people that are going to dislike it. You're going to have people that's going to love it. That's just the name of the game.
Here's the thing now, because the best person to use as an example for this is Chris Brown, because every song that this dude has put out, he hasn't missed.
He hasn't missed, but there's a lot of people there's a lot of people that still don't like his music.
They don't like the fast-paced portion of the music. But we know what this man can do. That's not his only bag.
Of course.
His slow songs that he can put... Let me tell you something.
Of course.
When I went through this Breezy album, and I got down to the song, it was about 3/4 down.
Breezy album.
Listen, this song was about 3/4 down the list of tracks on the album. So I'm going through this album one by one, listening to every track and making sure I'm listening to what is going on and what am I hearing, what the lyrics are telling me, right? So when I got to this song, and it started off nice and slow, beautiful track. The track is like it's like baked goods. You know what I mean? It's like soft, fluffy, you know, sweet, beautiful, kind of like, you know, kind of song. So when he's singing this song, and I'm just like, okay, this is the bag that we've been missing. Like, yo. So when I'm listening to the song, I'm immediately transported to a whole new universe where it's like...
It's already like, when I first came out, already put in my playlist.
Oh, this song went into my playlist so fast. I'm like, this
the first two songs, playlist.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the first two songs, playlist.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Playlist.
But this song resonated with me on a different level.
Gosh.
And this happened twice on the album, okay? The first one was for Warm Embrace, which was, of course, released before the album as a single. The second one that really transported me into a whole new realm was Sleep at Night. And you know, because we went to the concert together. Yeah. So when I heard Sleep at Night at the concert, I lost it. I said, yeah, you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Because this song this song put me into a world where it was like, I am at peace and this is tranquility, because it just sounded so beautiful. And I understand people see the fast-paced shit as, you know, that's his bag, right? But people are forgetting that he's an R&B artist, and this man can make R&B tracks.
Facts. And that's what Sierra is too, and RC. But you also have to take this in. Sierra is an R&B artist, as in Beyonce is more of how do I put it? More of like for example, the perfect comparison, Usher and Chris Brown. Sierra and Beyonce.
Okay.
Sierra and Usher being the R&Bs, as in Beyonce and Chris Brown being the more versatile with the newer stuff, new generation.
No, that's fine.
Right. That's how I would compare it. But if Sierra comes back and does something that does what Chris Brown's doing again, like getting in with the new stuff.
It works for Chris Brown more than it works for her.
Of course it works for
The reality is that...
That's why she needs to do a song. She needs to do another song with Chris Brown. They were supposed to do the performance together, the Michael Jackson tribute together. Yeah. That was supposed to be her way of getting back into it. Yeah, they hold that.
Reminding people that this is who I am and this is what I do.
That. What award show was it again? It was the Grammys?
No, that was MTV, I think. I think it was the MTV Awards.
MTV Awards, you hold Chris Brown and Sierra. Hold them. Just want to let you know that you hold them. That would have
just searching up just to make sure.
Yeah, I think.
You know how much? Yeah, it's the MTV Awards.
Yeah,
MTV American Music Awards. I say AMAs.
AMAs.
So Americans, apologize MTV.
Sorry MTV. I know you guys love Chris Brown. No.
The AMAs,
y'all hold Chris Brown and Sierra. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then we had to have Kelly Rowland come and save the nigga when he won his award, but that's another story.
That's
when I watched that performance, I said, you guys screwed up. I understand why they canceled it, when in reality, here's the problem. For what he did and what he's trying to do, what he did will never go away. And when you have people that work in corporate, they're only going to see the bad before they see the good. They want someone that's marketable. Chris Brown is not a marketable individual. That's the reality. When it comes to North America, he is not a marketable individual.
Fair enough.
Okay, so when they canceled him, and it was based on like the ads threatening to pull out because Chris Brown is doing a performance regardless of who it's about, they had to cancel it. That's the reality, and I get that part. I studied advertising and marketing.
I get that, but there's been so many worse people that done worse things that are still in the music industry now that are thriving. I think it's just like.
But you gotta understand this part. I know there are other people in the music industry that did bad shit. Elvis, but
way worse.
R. Kelly,
way worse than Chris Brown. Way worse.
Here's the problem now. Like, because of who he did it to is the reason why it's never gonna go well for him.
But see, here's the thing. Here's another thing too that I hate about this world. Rihanna is over the situation. Been over the situation for a long time.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
Full disclosure, after the situation that happened, they did start dating again.
Yup, again.
They did try to continue the relationship, and it ended peacefully. It's just that wasn't marketed.
It just wasn't. Yeah, that's
a story for another day.
That just
can continue.
Doesn't work out. Like humans are so sensitive. Y'all need to toughen up and tighten up, cause y'all moving like straight.
You can't say that in a world where we need therapy.
No. But
you can't tell people to toughen up and tighten up.
But there's to a degree, if something happened it even happened to you. That's okay. It didn't even happen to people. The person that it happened to should be the most upset. And if she's not even upset about the situation at all, doesn't even talk about the situation till this day when people bring it up, why are you still doing it? Viewers, I have a question. Why are you still doing it? Is it because of the cancel culture now? Why are you doing it? Why are you hating so bad on a man's success that he came back from a time like that, and y'all hating on y'all don't want to see nobody win. Y'all don't want to see nobody, and that's the problem. That's why our world is failing, because y'all don't want to see nobody win. Nobody win. Psh, smarten up. Y'all looking stupid out there.
And that is coming from Chris Brown's #1 fan, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway. Look.
I don't care. Y'all can come attack me, message me in my DM. I don't give two shits. I don't give two shits. I don't give two shits, okay? Because stop hating on the man's success. Stop it. And y'all better vote for him this year for the awards. And I find out you commenting and did not vote for him, I'll find you. Feel me?
Biggest fan, ladies and gentlemen. Look, at the end of the day, I understand why they did it. I was just disappointed that they did do it, because did they even see the performance? I have to say, it was pre-recorded.
And the AMAs is not even that big anymore anyways, to be honest. I think less people watched it knowing that he was not performing. It did not even do its best this year. Like, it actually had a low amount of views. It was not even... Like, so whether the ads were about to pull out, the fact that your rating, your awards went from here to down here because of two individuals not performing...
I know why they did it. That was their decision. It is what it
is. They lost way more money. They lost way more money than if they put them in, and some of those ads pulling out. They lost way more money.
I only have one more thing to say about this. We're going to move on. My question is this. Mm-hmm. Now, I know a lot of award shows will not take this or not take Chris Brown to perform at their award shows simply because of what he's done in the past that he had. I would like to know why none of the black award shows took advantage of this opportunity and said, come to our home and do this performance. That's my question.
Well, I mean, also, like, a lot of those black award shows, like the BET Awards, they also fell off.
Yes, but they had some moments where they did come back based on who they bring out to perform.
Yeah, but like the BET Awards, what else awards? Even the
NCAA's.
NCAA
Or NAACP, sorry.
Yeah, and what is even the MT, the Much Music Awards, fell off.
Full disclosure, all award shows are falling off. Except for what, the Oscars, where Will Smith slapped Chris Brown? Or Chris Rock, sorry.
And the Grammys.
Oh, that was the Grammys?
No, Oscars and the Grammys are not falling off.
Yeah, but when Will Smith slapped dude, it was like, hey, yo, what did I miss? It's been a while. But no, I'm just curious as to why this was supposed to be a black performance based on a black legend, the king of pop himself, Michael Jackson. Oh, you're a bean. You're a bean. You're a bean, dog. What's wrong with this guy, bro? But nah, like, I'm curious as to why none of the black award shows picked up this opportunity and said, come to our home, come to our stage, do this performance on our stage, because we would love to see this performance. Because if you saw the whole 7-minute performance, it was a good fucking performance. That's why did nobody bother to take advantage of that opportunity? Like, he got disliked here, come here so you can finish what you were supposed to do there.
Yeah. Also, what I'm looking for, I'm just gonna lead into the Vegas topic.
I was literally about to tell you to talk about the Vegas topic. I want you to. Listen. Now that we cleared up everything, I do want you to talk about your Vegas trip that you did. Yeah. So I'm gonna give you the floor because that is gonna be the last topic for today.
Yeah, the Vegas.
So I want you to end with that. So start. Beginning to end.
I've been looking before I get into my trip. I've been looking for different times in Vegas to see when Chris Brown's performing. Because at one of the clubs, because I want to go the club that I went to in Vegas, Dre's nightclub. It's a good club. They have subbies come out there and perform. I don't know how frequently, did you see? But I saw 2 Chainz.
And how much did you pay to get in?
$75.
And did you know he was performing?
No.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know until I got in.
That is crazy.
But I've been looking to see when Chris Brown's coming to Vegas, because the day that I find out that Chris Brown's in Vegas, I'm gonna be in Vegas.
Now, I'm going to let you continue. I just got to say this. When it comes to Vegas, everyone knows why I'll be there. Okay? I'm pretty sure you know why I'll be there. Okay? Everyone knows why I'll be there. There are a certain group of individuals that inspired me to do what I do today. And those white mask motherfuckers, I will see them one day. Okay? The Jabberwockies do have a residence at the MGM, I believe, still. And they do performances. Right now, they're on tour. I want to go to Vegas one day to catch one of their performances because that's my inspiration from middle school, at least. Dancing goes back for me a very long time, but at least from middle school up, the Jabberwockies, from when they came out around 2007 or 8, they were the ones that held me down for a long time. Trust me. I'm going to let you continue, though.
Whoa, I didn't even realize there's a Black Pyramid store in Vegas.
You're a bean. You did not think. Come on, huh?
Hey! Sorry, anyways, so the Vegas trip, it was good. A little note to self for anybody, PS for you guys. If you're going to Vegas, bring 1,000 US cash just on the side. The trip, bring two bills in general. I paid for 2 hotels. I know, bougie, give me. You know what I'm saying? We really do this out here, you feel me? I really do that. But my first hotel was super nice. It was fire, but my second hotel was at the Westgate Hotel. The first one was Mardi Gras. There's a lot of bad reviews about it, but when I went there, it was actually really, really nice in my room. I didn't smell no cigarettes. The pool looked nice. It was fine to me. So check out Mardi Gras. It's a cheap hotel, and it's good. Ask for a non-smoking room, though. I don't know about the smoking room, but ask for the non-smoking rooms. You're going to get a comfortable room. Now, the Westgate, Randy.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Like, I thought I was bougie at the first hotel.
Yeah.
But when I went to the Westgate, that shit was so tall. The Westgate is a hotel that Elvis stayed in. Yo, one thing I want to do, I want to rent out a penthouse suite at one of these hotels. I want to rent out Elvis's penthouse suite. I know it's going to cost me like about...
Why Elvis?
No, the Elvis stayed at like...
I know, I'm just talking shit.
Oh, I don't... Because it was big. It was big.
I mean, that's cool, I guess.
The penthouse suite was big. So, I was staying on the 20th floor, but when I went to the Hotel Westgate and I checked in, I felt like a king. Went up. The elevators are golden. The view that I had was tremendous. It was tremendous. Like, no, it was tremendous. Like, I was so beautiful. The minute I walked into my room, so spacious, so spacious. There was a nice bathroom, closet, TV. My bed was big. And, they have the AC set to the right temperature. Like, I be sleeping at nighttime on it. And then I'm on one pillow's getting warm. I move my head to the next pillow. Move my head back to that pillow. It's back cold. Oh my god, this is the perfect temperature.
This nigga passed out like he homeless.
Perfect.
This nigga passed out like he homeless.
I was sleeping like a baby. I lied to you not. And then the view that I had, I could see the Grand Canyon. And, I got the S22 so I could zoom out far. So pictures are amazing. If you have a good phone or a good camera, pictures are amazing. There was a pool downstairs, a tennis racket, and it's just, the lighting is just parfait. But one of my moments...
Isn't parfait yogurt?
Yeah, but parfait yogurt is good. But one of my main moments, I think, was seeing 2 Chainz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
But I did get embarrassed by him. Did I
talk about it.
Did I tell you?
Nah, talk about it, bro.
Oh, shoot. Okay. So, another PS for you guys. Don't go to Vegas without friends. Because if that one celebrity calls you out,
what happened?
You want to make sure you want to be with your friends.
What happened?
So, when I go to a nightclub, right, I'm looking for I'm on my phone, I'm looking for the nicest hip-hop hotel.
Okay.
Right? I take out $100 US on me, right? So I'm like, shoot, I'm not trying to spend all of this, right? It was like it was $15 for the train for the day pass. Mm-hmm. So I go to Dre's nightclub, and I'm in line. I'm like asking like, what's cover? This girl said $75.
That's crazy.
I said, what? 75? I said, how come? I'm like, is it that live? He's like, yeah, it's really good. I told the bouncer, or the gate person, I said, this club better be the best club. Because, like, $75, yeah. I better have drinks being passed out to me. Complimentary. Like, complimentary. Like, I'm from Canada. We don't pay no $75 for no club.
I feel like that's your first mistake. I wouldn't out where I come from, especially in America.
I don't give a... I'm letting them know that we don't pay $75 for a club. I don't care.
Man, that's how your little ass gonna get kidnapped.
Like, we don't pay no $75. But... whatever.
The fuck? You go missing, it's an Amber Alert.
It's an Amber Alert. Facts.
Yo, what?
Facts. It can happen in Vegas.
I'm not telling people where I'm coming from in America, because that's dangerous. But anyway, continue, because you're brave.
I paid $75 to get in, right? And I'm here, like, looking at the dance floor, and I'm seeing a stage, and I'm like the club just regularly has a stage here, and I'm like, yo, this is weird. I ain't never seen a club with a stage on it. Yeah. Have you ever seen it? Have you never been to a club with a stage on it?
There's no such thing as a club with a stage. You went into a fucking a concert like hall.
No, that's where you're wrong.
It actually had a stage.
It's like a nightclub. Like,
that's crazy.
Like, it's an actual nightclub
with a stage.
Yes.
How are they doing on stage?
Yo, it's I can show you videos after, but It's a nightclub.
All right.
It's supposed like the booth. But anyways, 2 Chainz was performing, right? He embarrassed I should have saw the red flags from the start.
Nah, go ahead, nigga. Don't be shy. Go ahead.
I should have saw the red flags from the start. So there was this booth, that had 1 bottle. Right, he's performing out. He's like, y'all pouring it up once you drink it. I think they were drinking like vodka or something like that. He's like, you got enough drinks for everybody? And then he had 1 bottle. This is what this man said. This is when I known I should have scurried off. Just scurried off. Because he was like to the booth, he was like, only 1 bottle? No. We can't do this. You did not come here for 1 bottle. You need to put another bottle in your booth. What are you doing? No. I said. Because I know fully well if I went with my friends and we had a booth, we only getting 1 bottle.
I'm dead, bro. Stop this.
I know we only getting 1 bottle because those booths cost about $2,000.
What?
You think I'm joking?
Wait, to get the booth is $2,000?
Yes.
Including or excluding bottles?
The bottle up to $2,000.
Got me scared for a second.
No,
that's still
that's excluding bottles actually.
Where the hell did you go? The fuck? $2,000 for a booth? Because I asked
one of the bouncers. I'm like, how much is
that booth better have heated seats?
That's what I'm saying. And then once you run out of liquor, you have to get out. No.
Y'all sitting at the booth with a little bit of liquor in your bottle, like we're not done yet. So we're not going nowhere. No, sir, we're not going nowhere.
Yo, so I asked the bouncer. The bouncer said, "Oh yeah," he's like, regular nights is like $200.
What? Man, I'm not going to Vegas.
I said, what? I said, how come?
Okay, let me take that back. I'm going to Vegas.
I said, what? I said, how come I paid $75? He's like, oh, you just came here early.
The early bird is $75. Nigga, what is going on?
Yeah, but I think we must have been talking about tonight because...
Maybe, but still, that's wild.
That's wild. Like, that's a concert. Like, that's a concert to...
The fuck? That's like a mini Rolling Loud.
Thank you, right? So...
That's crazy.
Now, 2 Chainz is telling everybody to the crowd. He's like, "Oh, everybody, put your flashlight on the birthday person, right?"
Yeah.
He's like, "If you have a birthday in March."
It was your birthday. Happy belated.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was March and April birthday. He was shouting out. So there was these girls that were twerking beside me. Oh my gosh, yo, this one Spanish girl. She looked at me, looked back at me, and she said, "Hey." I'm like, I want to do some damage right now.
Why? Did you? Did you? Answer the question. Did you?
We on camera. We on camera.
I'm dead. I like that.
But she was shaking it.
Yeah.
2 Chainz yelled, "Yo, if you have OnlyFans, put your hand up." This girl put her hand up. I said, "Hey, I'm trying to get subscribed."
So what? No. You're trying to make no. Oh, you're a bitch. You're a bitch. Not subscribe. You're supposed to make a feature. You're supposed to collect some royalties off that box. What are you talking about?
When she pointed at herself for the OnlyFans, I said, "Hey."
Man said, "I want to be a subscriber. Man, I want to be a feature in the video. I want to collect royalties on however much money you make on this shit. If you get $1,000, I want 15%. What the hell are you talking about? Talking about subscription. I'm going to pay $20.99 just so I can see some ass shots. No, I want to make back shots. Come on, my nigga."
Yo, that booty was bit. No, she was shaking it.
Pause. In any kind of way, because I know how y'all niggas are. Pause. Continue.
She was shaking it. That's crazy. And then there was these other black girls beside me. One of them, it was one of their birthdays. They were going off too. I'm here like sweating. Yeah, under pressure. So now everybody shining a flashlight. Some of the girls shined the flashlight on me because I told them it was my birthday or whatever. That made her dance even more. That made her even put more work. I said, hey. So now Future is shouting out. 2 Chainz is shouting out. He's like, "Oh, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday." oh, you with your friends? Happy birthday. Then he looks at me, because the flash is on me. And then he's like, happy birthday. He like, but where your friends at?
You let 2 Chainz diss you like that. Nigga. If I was there and he said that to me, you know what I'd say to him? I'd tell him, shut up. I don't give a shit. Shut up. Your songs are shit anyway.
I should have said, they're broke. That's why they're not here.
The only reason why you're here is because you have features, but they're not with you right now. You know what you should have said? You know what you should have said? He's like, yo, where your friends at? Like, hey, where your features at? Tell him to shut up.
I think he was asking a genuine question.
I understand that, but I would take offense.
That's what I'm saying.
You hurt my feelings, so I have to hurt yours.
It hit me. I said, whoa.
You know what else I say? Every song you'll play would have a feature, but they will not show up. What the hell are you talking about? Fight back, nigga.
Guys. I was so shocked. I didn't know what to say. The girls
I stay ready.
The girls are looking at me, and I'm just like,
man. Come on, bruh. You gotta fight back with it. Don't be shy with it now.
Everybody's looking at me.
That's what it says, just to clap back, man. I stick my hat on and tell them straight. You ain't got no songs good by itself.
No, but
you need somebody for your music.
No, but you have to understand the difference. The difference when you actually get a celebrity speaking to you. There's a big difference.
Remember, I work security downtown.
No, I know. Oh, yes, of course. But I guess you've seen some.
Yeah,
you've seen some.
yeah.
I guess so. Yeah. Well, me, I never had no celebrity ever speak to me directly.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
So, the fact that he said, happy birthday, then he was like, where your friends at? I was just like...
You tell them they're back in Canada with your I'm Canadian head ass.
Listen,
bro, the way it would have got robbed.
People out there, if you're traveling, homies that are serious to travel, if you're traveling, make sure your friends are with it. And if they're not, find you some new pair of friends. Because I promise you, you don't want to travel anywhere on your ones. I promise you. It's just not a good look. I shouldn't be walking in Vegas by myself. I should be walking with homies. I shouldn't be walking in Vegas by myself.
I was broke. I got bills to pay. I got you.
But the difference is that you were going on your own. You're going on your own type of trips that you're saving.
I'm preparing for my own trips.
Exactly.
So.
You're saving up for your own trips. Some of my main homies, who I told months in advance, we were supposed to go to Colombia. We were supposed to go to Vegas. They flopped on that. So Vegas was a last minute thing. So when I tell you, make sure you have some down friends. Because, no, you shouldn't be in a different country by yourself. Unless you're rich and you're like a celebrity and you could do that, cool, fine. But if you're not that, shouldn't be. But other than that, I felt like a king for 5 days. They tried to hold me at the airport. Did I tell you?
Yeah, I think you told me.
Yeah, they try to hold me.
With the passport shit?
No, coming back to Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What? So when I checked in first they tried to hold me with the vaccine. Oh, you have to be vaccinated to take this flight.
I thought that's been deaded.
Apparently, it depends on some airlines.
That's crazy.
Crazy, whatever.
Well, how'd you finesse that?
So there is this. So the first girl that told me no. So, I'm like, what the fuck? So, I went and I called customer service, and they were like, yeah, you have to be vac. I tried to lie to them. I said, I talked to another agent, and they told me that I can. He's like, I'm looking at your number. This is the first time.
Yo. This man got embarrassed twice. That's crazy.
This was before me going to Vegas. And then I'm like, sure, can I take a test? He's like, yeah, sure, you can take a test. At the airport, I'm like, shoot, it's gonna cost me some dollars, but whatever. But so I go to this other black girl, right? Shout out to, I forget your name, but shout out to you, if you ever see this. She was I think Somalian. So, and the way she was talking. Oh. Or she could have been Sudanese, one or the other. But but still, but the way she was talking, you could tell she's from ends. She's from ends.
Come on.
So I went up to her and I said, like, I just called customer service. They said I could take a test, because I'm not vax or whatever. She's like, hold on, give me one moment. She went somewhere. I didn't see where she went. Came back and she's like, can I see your passport? So yeah, I showed her passport. She's like, she's just getting it set up.
Say words.
Yeah. But then she tried to charge me the bag fee. So because my mom gave me like a small suitcase, and I had my polo bag.
Did you meet the weight requirements for everything?
No, the flight. So regular flights are allowed to have one bag.
Of course.
This flight, you have to either have a personal item, which is like a backpack.
It's another money grab. I get it.
Exactly. So what I had to do was I took the clothes out of the small suitcase, threw it inside of the.
How many suitcases?
Only one.
Okay.
I took the clothes out of.
Knowing me, I'd probably have like 3.
And then took the small the clothes out of the suitcase, put them into my duffel bag, right, and then I just left the suitcase at the airport somewhere. I just put it by the garbage and.
Wait, you got rid of a suitcase?
Yeah.
You threw it out.
I put it beside the garbage and took off. She was trying to charge me $69. She was $69.
See these right here? You see these? You see these right here? All these?
Yeah.
You see all these? Like about 5 suitcases? We're not throwing out shit.
But the difference is that those are big ones. This one was like really, really small.
We won't throw it out.
Oh, well, I had to get rid of it because my mom...
What?
So my mom dropped me off when she was at home and...
Your mom should have stayed with you until you went to the gate.
No, she dropped me off way early, that's why.
Still.
I know, yeah.
She should have stayed with you until you got to your gate.
Is what it is. So
Y'all niggas lost the whole suitcase.
Yeah, we lost. I told my mom, do you want to come get it, or what do you want? She's like, nah, just leave it.
That's wild. That won't go on here. What?
Shoot,
if I said I'm getting rid of a suitcase, I'm not coming back home.
I said say less.
What?
I said, say less.
Are you mad?
So I didn't pay the fee for the bag, right? So they didn't charge me going there. But coming back, they tried to charge me that same $69. I said, wait. I said, coming here I didn't pay. They're like, well, they made me look stupid.
Yeah, huh?
They said, oh, yeah, sure. I'm like, can I bring this on as a personal item? They're like, yeah, try to fit it into the personal item. Not sure. And I went and I tried to squeeze it to have it fit. I said, shoot, it's not fitting.
My days.
So they tried to charge me $69 to come back. And to be honest, because of the conversion rate, I spent so much money. So I didn't have much left money till the next day because I was getting paid. So I was like, shoot, I'm here calling my bank, seeing if they could take money off my credit card to my check-in. But I kind of closed my credit card. Not really. Like, my credit card's open, but it's like not open for me to use. It's just open for me to build my credit, right? So I try to get them to do that, but the department that they sent me to, they just hung up. She's like, sure. She's like, I'm gonna send you to the department that actually can help out with that.
That is crazy.
So I said, shoot. I said, I might be trapped here. I might be trapped here at this point.
This man's a refugee.
I might be trapped here.
A refugee, bro.
So I had to pull the ultimate finesse. I went up to them. I was allowed. You have to be the last person in line. You feel me? I went up and I said, shoot. I was just on the phone with my bank. I showed them, like, they just hang up. They just said that they can't raise my limit. I used the limit excuse.
Right.
I got no limit on my card. I got no limit.
You gotta act like you broke to get some things in life.
I said the bank's not raising my limit, and like I can't because my limit's not being raised. So like what can I do? They're like this time we'll let it slide. Can't hold me. Can't hold me at no airport.
Full disclosure.
Can't hold me.
Full disclosure. When someone says this time I'm gonna do it for you, but next time they're not, they're not gonna remember you, so you have unlimited times for you to do the same shit.
But I'm not taking that airline again because the
That's
fact that
fair.
they wanted me to be vaxxed in the first place. Are you stupid? Why don't you get vaxxed?
They did, nigga.
Oh yeah. Maybe that's why they're asking me to
Anyway,
do that.
is that everything from your little experience that you wanted to talk about?
Strip clubs.
Okay.
In Vegas, if you're gonna go to the strip clubs, I suggest bringing a lot of money. See, in Canada, we do $20 per dances. 20. Yeah. No, not there.
My nigga.
You know what they do there? Straight to the room. And you want to know their fees? So I got a free hotel charge to the strip club. I didn't pay for my limo. I had a free limo taking the strip club. Right? So now you go to the strip club. So 20 minutes in the room. Well, guess how much that is?
How much?
How much is it?
I don't know.
Just guess.
I don't frequent.
Just guess how much.
What, 150?
200.
I was close.
For 20 minutes. Now, 45 minutes. Guess how much that is?
I'll run you about $5
Yeah, correct. An hour.
I'm good at math.
An hour.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're broke. You're broke. Okay, that's
An hour is 1,000.
No.
Yeah. And that's not including smashing. So some of them might even charge you to hit.
Smash. Smash. That's a brothel. Hey,
Yo.
get out of there. Get out of there. That's a charge. That is a fucking charge.
Yo, that's how they make their money. Some of those girls, even if you pay for the time, you have to pay to do more stuff.
And women wonder why niggas don't want their girl to strip. But that's another question or another topic for another day.
But
Patreon.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but that's that. Yeah. So strip clubs. If you're gonna go to the strip clubs in Vegas or the States, just go convert your money to ones and just throw it on the stage. That's it. Don't be going to those rooms because you might not get a smash. You might have to pay extra for it. They charge like $3 for that. But I got like the girl. I didn't go to the room, but the girl said, "I'll let you hit for free." I said, "Hey." She's like, you just have to pay the time. Yes, because that's what I'm trying to explain to you, Randy. Like, if I paid that, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. That's what I'm trying to explain. Shut up! That's what I'm trying to explain. Shut up!
That's why I don't go. You get finesse.
That's why I'm trying to explain.
Oh my God.
There are guys in those rooms that are not hitting because they can't afford it. So they can only touch her and see a private dance.
First of all, full disclosure, I will not pay for public box. I'm sorry. That is public box. That is a cardboard box with the back cut open. I am not paying for that. That's what you like. Hey.
I didn't pay for it.
I know, but you thought about it.
See what has happened?
Yeah, exactly.
When I was walking on the strip, this guy came and said, "You trying to go to a strip club?" I said, "I'm trying to go tomorrow." This guy asked me, "Can you trying to go to a strip club?"
That's crazy.
And I said, "What?" I said, I'll go tomorrow.
That's a setup.
I said, "Can I go tomorrow?" He's like, "Yeah, here's my card. You can go anytime. You get free limo. Like, we'll send them to pick you up and take you there." And I'm like, he's like, "Oh, we have the Spanish club just from." How do you know? It was the devil. Because we know that Latinas are my weakness. So the minute he said, yeah, there's a Spanish
Black women are my weakness. I approve this message.
Latinas are my weakness.
Yeah, that's that
I
nigga.
approve that message.
You know what they call you? Coon.
That's fine. I'll take my vámonos.
I'm dead.
Hola, ¿cómo estás, mamacitas? I'll take that. So the minute this guy said, yeah, we have a Spanish strip club just down the road. I said, you're going to tell me twice. Call the limo. I said, you're going to tell me twice. He's like, you only have to pay to get in. You just got to pay for your 2 drinks. I said, shoot.
That man's a promoter. He's trying to finesse. Everyone's trying to finesse you in Vegas.
Shoot.
Everyone's trying to fit.
He wasn't lying, though.
That is crazy.
I paid for my 2 drinks. He wasn't lying, though. I paid for my 2 drinks. So, limo straight to the Spanish strip club. Mm-hmm. And the girl that I was thinking about it was Spanish. She's like, hola, papi. I'll take good care of you. Hey! And she said because it was my birthday, she's like, I'll let you even hit for free. You have to pay the time.
That's not free. That's not free. That's a setup.
No, because those strippers, they charge the time and what you do are two different things. So if you're paying for the time...
I did my research. I know.
Yeah. So you could, like, there's some guys that are paying $1,000 to have an hour with them and they're not even hitting. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Yo, in an hour, we gonna have to smash like 5-6 times. 5-6 times. Because there ain't no, like, I don't care. I'll have to be super fast every time. We're gonna have to do it 5-6 times. Because there's no way I'm spending an hour and I'm not hitting. No, I can't. And $1,000, Randy? And you don't hit? Imagine spending $1,000 and you're not hitting. That's ridiculous.
I can't imagine that.
I can't imagine. That's ridiculous.
Like I said, I don't pay for public box. Sorry.
But that's the thing. You're not even paying for a public box. You're paying for the time.
I will not pay the girl anything because that is public box. You meaning there's an entry fee and then you gotta pay an entry fee to the box. You gotta. Yo, but the box has an entry fee. Well, what is this, Six Flags?
You have to pay to ride. You have to pay to ride. You have to pay to get in, and you have to pay to ride. Nah, like when she said I went up to so she was talking. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, is it $20 per dance? She's like, no. In her Spanish accent, we don't do that here. I'm like, so what do we do? I'm like, I'm here like this. Panicking, like, what do we do?
Was she thick? Was it like a KFC box? You got breasts and thighs? Nigga, don't ever do that again. I will ask you to get out. I will ask you to get out. If there's one thing you will not do in here, it is to do what you just did, okay? Listen, you are not LL Cool J. Do you hear me? You are too dark to be him. Don't do that.
Yeah, she was...
Nigga, stop trying to serenade my camera.
but there's this girl that you would have loved her. She was black and Hawaiian. Hey, I ain't never seen that makes me more. I was trying to convince her to come to Canada.
Where's your green card? Where's your fucking green card at?
Yeah, I told her, I'm like, you trying to make money? Come to Canada. You know what I'm saying?
That is crazy.
Cause no, I'm like
they will pollute her. The fuck? Them Torontonians will pollute her, my guy.
She was thick.
Yeah, I know, and she will get polluted. The fuck?
Violated. No, like, nah, like, she's like, yeah, she's like, I'll take. She's like, let's go to Hawaii together. Take you with me.
Yes. Does Hawaii have strip clubs?
I don't know. That's an interesting question.
Hey, Destination Hawaii.
Let's just double check.
I want to see if they got strip clubs or some shit out there.
Hawaii strip clubs.
I never hear anyone talk about that.
Hey, they do.
Say word. Yo,
they
we're going
do.
to Hawaii.
Yeah, they do.
We're going to Hawaii. That's a third world country. They don't need money.
Hey.
$10 dance, baby.
Hawaii by Night Gentlemen's Club.
Say word.
Ballerinas Gentlemen Club. Hey.
But then again, it's Hawaii. I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical still. It's not like the Hawaii that you see on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not... I'm going to stop right there. Because the rest I was going to say was going to be for Patreon. Because I was about to go crazy just now.
Hold on.
What?
Huh?
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That's not my kind of place to go to. No, sir. What is that? What is... Is that last girl on the left upside down? That don't look right.
Yeah, she's upside down.
See, Hawaii? I'm not coming. Sorry. Pause. I'm not coming. I'm not doing it. Nope. Y'all keep it.
Look at... Oh my gosh, there's some fine ass...
Listen, I want to
go to Hawaii.
I want to
go to Hawaii.
I want to say this, but I know I can't, so I'm going to type it out.
Ready. Hey! Whoa. Wowzers!
Listen, my guy, let me tell you this right now. I want you to read this. But don't say it.
You. Oh. I know which one. This one.
No! Don't get that away from me!
That one looks it.
Oh my days. Anyway, I think it's about a good time we wrap this up.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you made it... Oh my gosh.
If
you made it to the end... Oh shit. I'm trying to finish it. I'm trying to finish. I'm trying to, you know...
Imagine she looking back. Imagine. Yo!
I'm reaching. If that's there, I'm reaching. Yo! Anyway, listen, if you guys have made it to the end of this point, I would like to thank you for watching and listening to the whole podcast. This is the first of many. Believe me when I say it has been a long fucking time that this has been coming. Trust me. Pause. Look, the fact that I'm finally starting this means that this is going to be a high road for us at the end of the day. Like I said, there will be more chairs around here. Then we might switch up the table a little bit just to figure out what kind of space we're going for. But at the end of the day, we're building something here.
They have private and bachelor parties.
My nigga, I'm trying to summarize, okay? Look. His ass gonna be back. We know this. You know, he's about it. I'm down to have anybody on here. Like I said, I'm down to chat with anybody. I love a good conversation.
Throw it out. Calm down.
Yeah. In peace, okay? Like Rush Hour 2, the brothel scene, but you know, silent like a library. All right, thank you. So I'm here for a long time, basically. Now, we're going to have to figure out scheduling. Most likely, it'll either be weekly or bi-weekly scheduling for this podcast, just so that we all have our lives to live. We have busy lives, especially right now in this year. We have busy lives. We can't always be here all the time, okay? But at the end of the day, if we're willing to stop by and have a good conversation, I promise you that it will be worth it. Believe me. And I want to leave on a high note by talking about the importance of working together. I believe that like we said before, we understand that being alone is important. But at the end of the day, look, you're better off working with a team or working with a group of people to get these things done and to achieve your goals. I understand everyone has personal goals, but it doesn't exclude you from working with other people to achieve goals that you do have on your list of things to do. Okay, so I'm opening up the table. The table is officially open. We have one guest for now. We might have more than one. We might have a full table. We might have to, have the Last Supper around here. You know what I'm saying? There are times where I might even cook. Okay, because I do like to cook. You know, I like to chef up every now and then, so to speak, you know? So, like I said, if you made it to the end, I want to thank everyone for coming. I hope you...
Follow me on the gram.
Yes.
KPRIZY BLAZE.
Alright, I'm the original Anomaly on Instagram. I might make a Twitter again. I really don't know. I'm just not a fan of Twitter right now. But if it's for the podcast, at least, I will do it for the sake of the podcast. But right now, Twitter's off the fence. We're going to go with Instagram for now. As well as I will link the YouTube page in the description or in the comments. So check that out there. And then we can go from there. Last note. I don't ask for a lot nowadays. I really don't ask for anything at all. But one thing I do want to ask for when it comes to this platform is that I do want people to share this.
Share, like, subscribe. Do what you got to do.
I know it might be a lot for some people to do. I know how we live.
We might do giveaways, maybe, depending on how far it goes. We might do some giveaways. So like, subscribe, and share. And like, the more that you follow us and the more that you watch your stuff, you might end up getting some cool prizes.
So what you giving away? Because I ain't say nothing about no giveaway. What you got? Huh? Oh, they don't know. All right. He said it. No, we will have that later on. Let's build the foundation first, then we'll get to the amenities. How about that? All right. But for now, this has been the Match My Energy podcast. My name is Randy, and
my name's KPRIZY.
Lord have mercy, that was late. And
sorry.
Hey, that's a wrap. We out here. There's more to come. Don't worry. Don't even worry about it. Shit. Hey, you want to hit the...
Yeah.